Let's get this show on the road. What's going on, people? This is one of the first. I'm testing this out. This is a member Thursday live where only the members can ask questions, but everybody can see it. So we got some members that's gonna jump on the live video. I got a few that's on standby and waiting. I just want to let y'all know that before we usually cut up on Thursdays. We usually we usually get it in, but this is available to the public. They can see it before I let you on. Just want to give you a heads up on that. Real quick though, before I introduce everybody, today we're going to talk about how to sell clients that don't know they need to be sold. They don't know they need video. They don't know the power of content. They don't know what it can do for their business. Today, that's what we're going to talk about. And we're going to talk about how to get their attention and make it do what it do. And the name of the game really is showing value, to position what you offer as a investment and not as a product, even though we're selling products or services. But the goal is to have business owners invest in them to help them grow their business. If they can see where it will help push their business, their sales, their leads, they'll be more than happy to invest in it. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Before we do that, though, let's go ahead and roll this intro. Let's see how I want to act today. Let's see if we got it. Let's go. Perfect. What's going on, guys? My name is Ty Turner, and this is FlashFilm Academy. If you want to learn how to Photoshop your mom's mustache off and all her glamour shots, this is not the place. However, if you want to learn the business side of content creation, you've come to the right side. We're going to help you get that bag today. And today, like I said, we're going to talk about how we're going to inform clients that they need content. We got two people on the line. We'll give y'all a second to go over this, and then we can jump right into it. I'll make sure everybody's name is posted up here. There you go. And we can go from there. But today we're going to talk about just that and how to show really value and how to position your service as a investment and not just a product. Now, this depends heavily on whoever your niche is, right? This is why if you've been watching 50,000 videos that I post and go live, I always talk about understanding your beta client, understanding your industry, understanding your niche. And this is why it's important to have that beta client so that you can know what they need. And if you know what they need, it makes the game so much easier. It is a cheat code. Let me put that on there because I messages have come through. It makes the game so much easier. Go out, find a beta client, shoot for free, pick their brain, understand what they need help with, understand what they're willing to pay for, understand what actually helped their business. And when you go to every other client, you're either going to be a mind reader or some genius who understands their business, so that it's a lot easier to pitch the idea. Again, if I'm working with dentists all day, and I always use that as an example because if that is your niche, it is a gold mine, because I guarantee you there's 50,000 dentists in your area. So if I work with a beta client dentist and he's saying, man, people are having a rough time filling out paperwork. If I just had a video that played in my office that helped people fill out paperwork correctly, that would save my dental assistants hours, because they're not up front helping somebody sign and do this. They're in the back helping, and we can get people in and out faster. Like, that video would be of value to me. Cool. Guess what? He's not the only dentist that's going through that. Multiple dentists are going through that. And if I can walk in the door with that product and they're like, oh, we don't need any, wait, what? Yeah, we can create an onboarding video that'll play in your front office that helps speeds up the sign up process by 50%. And it'll free up some of your dental assistants so that they can help in the back. Is that something you guys can use? And he's like, I never thought about that. But that is something you won't learn eyeballing it, guessing. That's something that you won't learn walking into every place trying to sell everybody video. That's why beta testing is the cheat code to this whole game. It's one of the biggest cheat codes to this whole game. They're not going to really tell you that everywhere on YouTube. So It's something that you're gonna have to sit through a 4-year college to learn how to beta test. Companies develop or spend millions in research and development. This is research and development for your service-based industry. So it's something that you have to be aware of as you move forward and grow in this business. If you want success to happen sooner, you can go out and try to do everything and figure it out. You can do like I had to do, until I spent money and got a mentor who said, "Bro, you do everything." Huh? I don't know what you do well, because it said you do everything. Can we dumb it down to 3? And those are little changes. That was like, there's certain things, and I always preach about this. There are about 5 things that I can remember that were big changes. Then there's a lot of little changes. There, when you are hooking up a car or you're adding to a car, there's a lot of little cold air intakes and maybe exhaust systems that added an extra 10 or 15 horses. But that supercharger added an extra 200 horse. Like, it's big things you can do that will add big changes to your business. For me, understanding who my niche audience is was 1. Demo reel was 2. Making sure my website was on point was 3. Branding, making sure I had my branding together, and everything from, just simple things. My color palette wasn't together. I had 25 different reds on my website. Like, it just threw people off and people didn't quite understand. If you walked into a corner store and you opened up, a freezer, and it was 300 cans of Coca-Cola and they were all 300 different colors, you would think that some of them are probably fake. You would think that somebody's tampering with this Coca-Cola. I ain't drinking this, or it's old, it's been in the sun, something ain't right. So when people look at your website and the color scheme is not on par, because reds and grays and blues are just a shade different, it's going to turn people off. Then you got to think about it like this. This is just a little bit of tidbit. For me, I dealt with a lot of dental assistants, which are usually female. I dealt with a lot of event planners, which are usually female. As a guy, we see 8 colors, bro. We don't care about nothing in between orange and red. We don't care about none of that. It's either orange or it's red. It's red. It's orangish red or reddish orange. We don't care about none of them colors that's in between. We just don't. However, females pay more attention to detail when it comes to seeing those colors. Good looking out on the super chat. Matrix, good looking out. I appreciate that, man. So, the link to the link to hop on a live is in the community section on YouTube. So make sure under the gold members can do it. I can't post it because then everybody will have it. So just something to think about. So as you build your brand out and you're just looking at ways to, because a lot of people think, this is the misconception. The misconception is more gear will bring you more clients. More gear will bring you more clients. Production value, production value, production value. It's not about production value. It's not about production value. It's not just about production value, but any camera, I can go get a T2i and go make 6 figures filming online or filming for clients with a T2i right now. Give me a T2i, a Zoom H4n, give me a fantastic plastic 50 millimeter f1.8 and a decent lav mic. Give me a Rode Wireless Go and an H4n, and I will go and do everything that I'm currently doing and won't have a complaint from my client as far as production value. I can get a cheap homemade slider with some PVC pipe. I can go for it. And I can do everything I need to do, and I'd be perfectly fine. Would I still provide images in 4K? No, I probably wouldn't. But for the clients, a dentist won't care because I understand how to light it. A dentist won't care. And like I said, I'd said this in 20 videos. There's gonna come a time where you're gonna come set up that iPad with a lens on it or something, and they just gonna think it's a screen connected. They're not going to care. They're not going to care. And if you think people care, go do a live setup. You can do a live setup right now with 2 cell phones and wouldn't nobody trip. Somebody can hire you to go do a live setup, and you can set up 2 cell phones so they can go live and they get it. Like, they understand it. Like, okay. So if you think people aren't going to be hiring you to show up with your iPad Pro with the lenses, and it's not going to be about the gear. It's going to be about your ability to tell a story, your ability to put it together. And I, just want to keep it real with you. So before I move forward, let's bring everybody on. I know I got two other guys. I got Jamal, I got John, everybody jumping on. I'll give people time to get back to their screen because we got 4 on. We're gonna bring them on real quick so we can chop it up and kind of go over a few things when it comes to selling people who don't know they need to be sold. Let me tell you another way you can do it. All right. So beta testing is one. Beta testing is a method. Another method is understanding stats or statistics and what they do. Now, when you get to the point where you have a lot of experience in a niche and you can walk and talk, you can walk in and be intelligent about what you're going to do for a client, it will help you sell that client, right? Whoever sold you on understanding that you needed brakes, you didn't know your car was just scraping. You was like, I don't know what's wrong with it. And somebody kind of came in and said, hey, we got a solution for that. This is what we advise. Don't even go with the regular brakes. Go with the synthetic brakes or ceramic brakes instead of regular brakes because you tend to blah, blah, blah. And you were upsold. You were sold. Often you are sold things you don't know you need. Nobody needed an Alexa 10 years ago. And now you can't live without it. For me, it's my favorite alarm clock because I can just tell it. I don't got to set it. I don't got to punch nothing. I can roll over and say snooze, and I know it's going to give me 10 more minutes of sleep, and I'm good to go. And after a while, it won't snooze. It'll be like, bro, you got to get up. Just real quick, if you have, I'm not gonna say it too much. If you have an Alexa, here's a jewel alert. It don't got nothing to do with camera stuff, but it's a jewel alert. Ask Alexa to introduce you to Samuel L. Jackson. It is the best you will ever get because it says everything. Ask it to introduce you to Samuel L. Jackson. Make sure your kids aren't around though, because you're gonna get the Samuel L. Jackson you actually want, and he gonna say everything. He gonna ask you. He gonna say, "Hey, parental guidance is suggested," blah blah blah, and just be like, "Yeah, go for it." So don't forget to do that. So, just sticking back to it and talking about it a little bit before we bring everybody on. There are multiple ways to sell a client, but another way to sell it. So, first one was beta testing, having a product that they need, they don't know they need, they don't know it's available. Is a great way to do it. Number 2 is stats. Going in with stats and understanding what video is doing for other companies, right? Especially if you got a competitor that you can talk about. Understanding it. Number 3 is experience, having the experience to know how things work or some of the issues that they've had. And you've worked, especially when you've worked with other dentists. And the last one, I'd usually say is usually when you go in is understanding what their pain points are, right? When you work with a lot of dentists, you know where their pain points are over and over again. Just like every person that walk in the door of AutoZone, you know what their pain point is. Like they're there for a car part, period, or air freshener or something cute. They're there for a car part. So if you understand the pain points of your niche market, you can walk in and solve that problem that they don't know they have. They just know it hurts. They don't know exactly what it is. So it's just something for you to think about now again, these 4 things, back when I was trying to do everything, I didn't understand. Like, it's difficult to lock this down when you're trying to do everything. When you're dealing with a hairstylist on Monday, and then you're dealing with a car mechanic on Tuesday, and you're trying to, you got a guy that rent hot air balloons on a Wednesday. Like, you don't know how to be successful because it's just too many places. But when you narrow that gap, you become more and more successful. So with that being said, I'm gonna let everybody jump in. What's going on, everybody that's on? Make sure I can hear you guys. And nobody said nothing. All right. Yeah, frozen in the house.
You hear me?
What's going
on? Yo.
What's going on? Charlie. All right, there we go. So let me ask y'all a question. How often are you faced with clients? I guess that's gonna be real common. Because I hear a lot of people having issues even shooting beta testing for clients, like just walking in and trying to get beta testing. How often are you guys running into that?
So for me, like I said, I just got here like 2 months ago. So basically, I got a couple of clients, beta testers. I got one beta tester that I'm finishing up actually for tomorrow. Perfect. And a client actually came up to me because he saw I had a drone. Said, "Hey, you do this?" Yeah, sure. So they wanted me to do their shop for their lawnmower care. So that's all they wanted me to do. So I mean, just going out there with my gear, just walking around with my uniform and stuff, just to let people start coming. So I like it that you let us know about that. Sorry, I'm up here talking gibberish,
No,
but
you good.
you let us know how to get customers. So what I usually do, like if I get done with work and stuff like that, I just throw on my shirt and then I'll wear different pants and then I'll just go out somewhere and have my camera gear just sitting next to me just in case. And people just come up to me and ask me questions and stuff. I actually was able to get a couple of beta testers through doing that. So
That's going to increase when you get a van as well.
that's the next goal.
When you get a van and you get it wrapped, it's going to increase. It's going to be, you're going to have a lot of people. You're going to be, it happens to me a lot when I'm driving. I'm on freeways and people are trying to call me. And I'm driving and, you know, I just seen your van I just want to know if you guys do, you know what I mean? So, and it's just going to happen. Like as you get exposure, it's just going to happen. Yeah. What about any of you other guys have any problems getting, beta
So
testers? What you say?
I forgot to mention. I know last time you said go ahead and show my card from last time. So I
Okay.
finally got it in.
With the QR code?
Yeah, I gotta get the QR code and everything on there. So
QR codes are big, man. QR codes are big because a lot of people are starting to use them. And I'm gonna tell you what's crazy about like that COVID has helped. Now your mother and your grandmother gotta use a QR code when they go eat and they want to go out and eat and they gotta scan for the menu. You know, just beginning of the year, a majority of people didn't really understand what a QR code was, and now they're forced to change. They're forced to adapt. So if you had a QR code on your card, you was ready to go. I got a big one on my card, and it's about time for me to get the van rewrapped because I'm, you know, I want to do it like every 3 to 4 years, and I'm going to put a big old QR code on the back. I'm gonna definitely do that just so people can ride by and just scan it and be like, okay, cool, I see you, and go straight to the website. Or and usually when they go to the website, you know, first thing you get hit with is the demo reel, mission statement, call to action. So I got it designed where it's, you know, that's the first thing you're hit with because that's the first thing I want you to know about the company. Yeah, definitely, definitely. What about any of you other guys? You guys doing any beta testing or you past beta testing? Are you implementing products?
As far as implementing beta testers, for so what I mainly work with one-on-one clients. So that was I'm glad that we're having this conversation because that brings up the question of because I do work with one-on-one clients, um, is would it be harder for me to pivot towards working with those businesses like dentists, office, and things like that?
Not at all. What type of what's your current niche currently?
I do content creation for personal brands, couples, and graduation. I know
Okay.
I still got to narrow down, but I noticed a huge shift once I did niche down to those three topics.
I'm gonna tell you like this: it's always easier to work with businesses than it is with people, right? Because businesses usually make decisions based off logic. People make decisions based off emotion. That's why businesses usually want boring, simple, talking head B-roll videos, and people want music video. They don't understand the relevance to their product, like they don't understand the impact it has on their product or service. Businesses are like just straightforward, simple. Like we know this works, let's stick to it. We trust you, and you're gonna get paid a whole lot more. So, as you switch over to businesses, it won't be harder to make that change.
So that made even more sense for me to get beta testers now as I do begin to shift over. Thanks.
I guess the biggest question is what, you know, from what you currently do, what would you consider, like what would be one of your niches business wise?
I would say personal branding.
Okay.
So, like I haven't narrowed it down to specifically what it is I would want to do, but I know like as far as working with businesses, I would want to work on their branding as a company and shedding light on uh, COVID protocol and making sure just video like that.
Think about maybe something along the lines of, you know, because I've worked with a lot of companies where we created kind of reels that told their story, like who they are as a brand, and introduced their brand to new people, right? So we would have a separate brand. Like if you go to like a 3M or GE, or a lot of those websites have separate videos in the About Us section that introduce who they are to their audience. This is who we are. We started in this year. We did this and do that. We specialize in this. We are the leaders in this, that, and the other. And now that's its own niche, and it's kind of a documentary style, promo style video where if you focused on that, you can get your foot in the door to do everything else for that client. And that's kind of, one thing I kind of push is if you focus on one thing, when they call you and you kill that, they're gonna be like, what else can you do? I can do everything. We want headshots, we want product shots, then you can open it up and use every tool in your backpack. And you have that, you know what I'm saying? That's why I push the idea of being a content creator and not just a photographer or just a videographer or just a record audio. If you do multiple things and you specialize in one thing to get your foot in the door, they will allow you to do everything. Everything. It's kind of like if you got invited over to somebody's house and they cooked one dish and you ate it and was like, this is the best. Like, what else can you cook? Well, these, you know what I'm saying? I fell for it. Somebody made some Red Lobster cheddar biscuits from scratch. And I could have swore this girl could cook and couldn't cook nothing but that. So we was eating biscuits every other day. That's all she can cook. I just knew she can throw down. I'm bragging on her and everything. And it was just the Red Lobster cheddar biscuits is all it was. And I was like, she probably read this in the book. It's a trick. But it happens. But that's once you get their attention and you help solve that problem or relieve that pain point, man, the sky's the limit. They're gonna want to do everything with you, and you continue to kill it. If you kill about 3-4 projects in a row, they're gonna find money to give you. They're gonna definitely find money. I had that happen when I was working with GE. We were shooting some stuff for. They have a train factory out here that builds trains, and these trains are like $60 million trains, and they were back ordered for like 1,800 of them, and they had brought me in to. They were getting ready to switch models from one year to another, or just a newer model. And one of the engineers found a way they build them on these rails. One of the engineers created a way where instead of installing a whole new rail system for the new model, they can make changes to like flip some stuff so they can work on the old model and the new model. And they pitched it to GE, and GE allowed them to build it. And they wanted me to tell a story of empowering employees to come forward with their ideas. And that is sad because these guys got like a $1,500 bonus, and literally it saved GE probably tens of millions because they were about to bring in a whole new company to refabricate their assembly line. And they was like, look, we can just flip this and we not only can we do the new ones, but we can flip back in 2 hours and go back to repairing the old ones. And they was like, brilliant. So they and we end up telling that story. And because I that story came out so dope, they hired me to tell multiple stories around. We ended up flying out to Kentucky. We ended up doing just different stuff where we told multiple stories from GE. I'm sorry. And it just, they ended up being a client for a long time. So it was just something little that, I pitched to them, or we shot the first one, and then it just kept coming in. Plus, once you get about 3 or 4, of those companies start to trust you, and they'll ask you like, well, what should we do now? What else should we, how else should we, what are some things we can try to, focus on and do? And then you're kind of like, what's a good way of putting it? You're kind of sitting back. I'm not going to say making up reasons for them to hire you, but if you have a legitimate idea as to something that can help them, then they'll spend the money. I've had it happen just a lot of times. And they'll just, so should we have 3 YouTube videos, or should we have 1 every week? And you'll just, you guys should have 2 videos a week, this many Instagram. Cool. Let's go. And then, next fiscal year, we opened up a lot more budget. Cause I mean, they're seeing growth from it. It's helping. It's not like we're just shooting it and they're not using it, but You know, because I'm legitimately looking at ways to help them grow their business in the area that they're suffering from. So I'm not just, you know, I don't want the idea that I'm just showing up filming a wall and, you know, but the goal is to help them grow. And when you can help them grow, they will keep you busy. So it was a big company like GE, huge, you know, facility, and I was just in there hard hatting it, filming, and it was a lot of fun. It was dangerous, but it was a lot of fun. Got to ride in the train. How many people say they rode in the train before, like in the front, where it's, you know, it's crazy, but it was a good look. Let's see, beta testing. JTech says he's beta testing a live streaming service this weekend. Got a basketball team we're testing it with. Are you using Sling? What platform are you using to stream? I'm just curious. You know, just curious to know. Slate Star Productions, beta testing definitely works. The beta client told me what works for him is videos of customers enjoying food and beautiful outdoor dining area. He told me people love seeing themselves on camera. And you know what's weird is any other place, any other time in life, people do not want to be on film eating, other than a restaurant where they're paying money and they can be at a wedding eating for free and they do not want to be on film eating, but they'll go to a restaurant and be a part of your commercial 20 times over and just chew and mouth. When I used to film for Raising Cane's, people just be chewing and smiling, and you go to another event and people are like, you go to their table with the camera and they just freeze. Like, let me stop while he here. It's amazing how stuff just flip like that. So, any other beta testing stories or any other new updates?
So they called the people on my board. What happened?
Oh yeah. So I was today, I was filming today. And they just called the cops, man. It'd be like this sometimes. Like they just see us out there and they'd be like, yo. When I was cool with it the first car, but when the second car came up, I was a little worried. But they ended up, what was cool was the cops was kind of like, we don't even know what we was called to this crap. Like, you know, and he was like, is that the Black Magic Pocket Center? I was like, yeah. And then we just ended up chopping it up and it was, you know, it was cool. The guy ended up being, they never say. They don't want me to retaliate. They don't want me to be I ain't doing nothing crazy, but I don't know who called. So today I have a regular client where we film trailer videos for the client. We actually manage their social media or portion of their social media. And we do trailer videos. And you got to imagine this is a client who was interested in multimedia. They weren't really like, I don't know if I'm really spending money on it. And I'm like, let's do the first one. You know, did the first one, killed it. You get 2 trailer sales out of it, 3 trailer sales out of a video. You can understand these trailers are $60, $70, $100,000. So if you can make it make sense. And right now, one thing that you can pitch to your client, and this is let me put on my jewel alert, because this is something I want you guys to be mindful of. Man, it just covered up everybody, but it's something I want you to be mindful of. Listen, a client can either A, spend money to be on top of Google for this month for $5,000 or whatever they're spending their marketing budget, or they could spend that same amount to create a video that we can rank and they can come up organically forever. Like, which one would you want to do? You know, which one would you want to do? So it's something to definitely think about when you're pitching the idea to a client. It's something to definitely say, hey, you know, what are you guys spending in marketing? Like, if you guys spend a lot of money, let's rank a video. Let's get a video ranked. And there are services on Fiverr that will help you rank a video. They promise first page ranking. So they will either give you the keywords, the title, they will do the research. And a lot of times, you know, as long as your client is not trying to rank first under dentist, that will be hard. But if they're trying to rank under root canals in St. Louis, that won't be hard because there ain't a lot of videos under that. If they're trying to rank under best cheeseburgers in Manhattan, that may be a little difficult. But if you get really specific with it, then you'll have the ability to rank them. And you can just look and see what's popping in that area and see how dense it is. As long as it's not a 1 or 2 word, title, it's pretty easy, especially when you add a location to it. It's super easy, to rank it. So that's just something that you can put in your back pocket and offer it to a client. as you're trying to sell value, as to, and it's maybe something you can add on to a video. Hey, not only will we shoot it, but we'll help you post it and rank it. We'll monitor it. We'll see, we'll go back and like I am, we will have, on YouTube, you can give another user authority to make changes on the YouTube channel, see statistics, updates. I mean, uploads, things like that. So we have times where we'll upload videos and we'll watch it for the first hour to see how it do. And then we'll try a different thumbnail. We'll see that thumbnail, it peaked with that thumbnail. We'll delete it and re-upload it with that thumbnail, and it'll just shoot. I mean, we got videos that did 300,000-400,000 views, and it'll help their business a lot. So definitely something to put in your back pocket to offer when you are working with clients, and you're trying to be reassuringly expensive with something to prove. Like, you want to make sure that you can, it's just something to add on to it. Like I said, it's one thing that you can itemize on your, when it comes to your proposal. Hey, we can do the keyword research. We can create the thumbnail. We can upload it. That's big for some people. Some people get the video and they're like, now what do I do? Now let's maximize, your investment by adding this feature on so that we can look it up. And it's really easy. It's a lot of keyword research tools and things that you can do. YouTube, if you type in half of like best, or if you put in St. Louis cheeseburgers, it'll give you a list of what people are searching for. If you use a tool like TubeBuddy or things like that, it'll tell you how popular certain keywords are. So I know that, I can tell you how many searches are happening for any keyword that I'm looking for. And if you're looking for DFW area hot air balloon rentals, I can tell you how many people are searching for it. And then I can look at what's there. And a lot of times it'll be videos on this is how you do this and how you fix that, and not a video saying, hey, if you're looking for a hot air balloon rental in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, we're the place to go. I did that for a client who had boat rentals where they did the boat rides. And the one I did with the drone, and I kind of talked about in previous videos, is we got it posted where when people search under boat rentals, even though they may be looking to rent a boat on a lake, they got access to getting a ride on this boat and having dinner and all of that stuff. So it ended up working out well. And they'll tell you, their video was doing 80,000 views a month, and they were booked for months because of that video. So just an idea on something that, you can build that relationship with. They were shooting weddings on their boat and everything. So just an example of how, you can kind of do certain things for a client that go certain places, but that's something that you can itemize on your proposal, just to add, easy work for you, take you about an hour. If you don't outsource it to Fiverr, and it's something that can be a $500 extra, $400 extra, you know what I'm saying? So thumbnail design and keyword research is something that you can add that won't take a lot of your time, or you can outsource it and make an extra $400 or $500. And once you get good at it, you can do it in your sleep. Like, it's hard trying to post a video right now that competes with like A7S, because everybody's searching for it. Everybody's doing video like that's hard. It's not hard searching for Washington, D.C. area cleaners. You know what I'm saying? Something like that is easier to rank for. And then you got to look at it like this. These results or these videos are starting to show up on Google, right? Because Google want to get paid twice. They don't make money when you search on, they don't make money from advertisers when you search on Google. They only make money from people who are paying to be enlisted, like to be at the top. They don't make money off of advertisers like they do with YouTube. So if they can get you from Google, where they've made, they can get you from Google over to YouTube, they make double. And you're going to sit through some advertisements to watch whatever video they're showing you. And you're probably going to sit through it and go to another video and go to another. So they understand that they can increase their ad revenue by a huge percentage by getting you over to YouTube. So you're starting to see a lot more videos rank on Google without even hitting video. They're ranking in the first page, in the text page, and they're doing that for a reason. So take advantage of that if you're a content creator. And that is something that you can help companies with that don't know they need video. Why are you trying to rank a website? We can rank a video. Let's rank a video. Why are you paying monthly to rank a website or paying pay-per-click when we can rank this video with a strong call to action? And, we already know video converts more than text. People buy more when they see video. So we can, that alone, even if it's a whack video, if it's a bad video, it will help you in some sort of way. So if we can do a good video with a guy or a company that has experience in your niche, that can create content, that have a strong call to action, we can put it in a position where we can rank you, we can help turn that viewer into a lead, and you'll have a significant return on your investment. So, something to definitely think about. What's going on, bro?
What's going on?
So we were just talking about, we're talking about a lot of things. Beta testing. We're talking about talking to clients that don't know they need help. Have you done any beta testing recently?
So I've been wanting to, but I just been trying to kind of figure out where I want to be niching at, so I just been holding off on it until I figure that out. But I think I'm starting to figure it out. I think I'm gonna go with food trucks, because that's pretty big down here in Florida. So, there's a lot of food trucks around where I live. So I want to be able to just kind of like go to the biggest one, which is like a Mexican food truck that got like, I think he has like at least like 10 around.
Wow.
So yeah, he's pretty big down here. I think he was one of the first ones that ever started it, and now everybody's just starting to copy, just because it makes a lot of sense, like foot traffic, with COVID, and people not wanting to go into the restaurant. It's just easier to just go pick up and go, grab and go. So yeah, I've been trying and kind of working on setting a game plan on how to not even target him, but just kind of go and talk to him and see who is the main guy that controls the whole operation. So it's just, I don't have the story yet, but I gotta make it myself first.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm working on.
So a good thing about food trucks is a lot of them cater.
Yeah.
They cater to events. I was blown away because there's a place called Texas de Brazil, which is a Brazilian restaurant out here in Dallas. I love Texas de Brazil, and I was blown away when I went to a party and they had the truck out there and they bring in lamb chops. I'm like, wow! So it dawned on me. Oh yeah, they got a huge truck. It's crazy, right? They have and they're just cooking lamb chops and everything.
Wow.
They're just bringing them out. Real quick, Batry asked about. He asked me to give an example of beta testing for photographers. So, photographer for a lot of businesses use photography as well. And you would go to a client and beta test things like food photography. You would beta test product photography. You would beta test just so you can put a package together. So I'll give you an example. If you were a photographer and you approached a food truck, right? Hey, food truck, do you guys have a website? Do you guys put out a email blog? Do you have a regular blog? What are you doing as far as content? What are you doing as far as social media? There's nothing doper than having a food truck somewhere at night that's well lit and you got a line, and having those images to help push what they do on social media, and help push, them as a business. They need that type of content. So to develop that product, to understand what, and we're just going to stick with the food truck thing, to understand what food truck companies can use, it's best to get with one and just work with one and let them tell you, because you may get in and develop the relationship, and your idea in your head as far as what you wanted to make per shoot may not be realistic, because food trucks may say, or that particular food truck may say, hey man, we only bringing in X amount of dollars. Our budget probably would be around this amount per month. Now, one thing, like I said, if you use the I'm not going to say trick, but if you use the idea that I stated earlier, where you can kind of pull away from their marketing budget a little bit. Like, what is your marketing budget? Okay, don't tell me your marketing budget is $10,000, but you only got $500 for video. If so, let me explain how we can create an organic or an evergreen video that will keep you ranked, on Google, so you don't have to keep paying per click. Like, let's allocate some of that over here instead of paying, $5,000 a month for something that's gone every month. Let's create content and keep compiling that content so that when people search for you, you have videos that's there. So it's something that you can kind of approach them with if you understand what their problem is. And a lot of times you'll meet people often, and this is a key thing. And I push that you ask people about their marketing budgets, because you'll meet people or clients who are not happy with their marketing. You'll meet a lot of clients that's like, because if you can ask them like, hey, do it work? And they're like, I guess. Oh, we can do. Let's do something about it. Let's change it up. Let me offer you video that explain a little bit more. You know what I mean? I'll go for it, bro.
So, how would you go about going to a beta client that's pretty much established? Like, you know how I was talking about the food trucks, how that guy is established because he has like company trucks. He has them wrapped up. So like he knows it looks like he knows what he's doing as far as, marketing,
Mm-hmm.
but how would you go about it for somebody that's pretty, I guess you would say, knowledgeable in that aspect as far as like in their company just because they look like it?
I mean, that's the thing. I don't want to touch nobody that's not. I don't want no new startups. Don't get any new startups for beta testing. Charge startups. I'm charging them out the because they don't have the experience to help you develop a product that works. They don't know yet. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like going to, car advice for somebody who just got the license last week. Like they can't really tell me about cars. They're not in a position to. Are they in a position to buy a car? Yes, they're prime position to buy a car. They're not in a position to tell me about which car is the best. I'll sell you a car. I'm not going to come to you for advice. I'm gonna go to the old race car driver that fills the road and they can tell you what work and what don't for experience. So those are the beta testers I want. I want the ones that are established. Now, the way you would approach them is, the goal is to develop a product. Our goal is to develop a product that you get for free because I'm coming to you first. You get it for free, and in exchange that you help us develop this product. And you gotta be careful with it to not sound too salesy because these guys are being sold stuff all day long. As you go get your website and you get your email address just at whatever.com, you're going to get a ton of emails, phone calls from people trying to sell you something. Because whoever you ever got your cell phone through, whenever you add that phone number to Yelp and Google, it's going into a database that people are just cold calling. Like you are going to get tired of hearing from people. Just like you're probably tired of getting text messages to vote. You're probably tired of getting phone calls about your extended warranty. Trust me, as a business owner, you can multiply that by 5. I hang up on people all the time. I get tons of emails for voiceover talent. I'm like, bro, you ever heard of Fiverr? I'm not paying you $600 just for you to say 10 words, bro. Unless it's the guy from Let's Get Ready to Rumble or Morgan Freeman. I'm not, I'm not going to, you can get a fake Morgan Freeman on Fiverr right now. That's just, you know what I'm saying? So I would consider that, but you're going to they're bombarded with sales. So you have to approach them with a legitimate offer. You have to approach them with a little humbleness, and you got to kind of put your ego in your pocket. Put your ego in your pocket when you approach them and tell them you want to help them. Hey man, I'm trying to get help. In exchange, I want to help you. Like my goal is to create something that works for you. If it don't work for you, we're going to figure it out. But I need your help to figure it out.
So, once you get to that point, would you still go as far as like, having them sign the contracts, or like would you even like license the content that you create for him, just because he's a beta client, but at the end of the day, like he's gonna make more money from the content than you giving it to them for free, if that makes any sense?
Okay, so don't look at it that way. Because if you create the ultimate product, you're gonna make more money than he gonna make. He just got one video. You have something that you can sell to every other food truck company in the world.
That's true.
You have something that you can franchise and sell. Like I don't look at it. He's gonna make money off of it, and that's fine. If let's say he makes money off of it, he's gonna call you back and pay for the second one, and pay for the third one, and pay for the fourth one. So not only are you gonna make money off that product because it works, and you're gonna sell it to everybody, you know what I mean? You're gonna continue to make money off him. Software companies do it all the time. They beta test games for free, and people play it like crazy. And they people, once the beta time is over with, they go out and buy the game. So the model works. It's just you can't look at it as he's going to make, unless you're doing a commercial that's going to be in the Super Bowl. He's not going to really. He's going to make some money off of it, but you want him to. That means it works. I want you to make money. I want you to be flooded. I want your phone calls to be off the hook. I want to have a line out the door because now you're hooked. Now you know what I'm saying? Now you're showing up at my trap house scratching and, hey man, can I get another one of them? I got you now. You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah.
what I want. So let them make money off of it, of course.
So would you have him sign contracts, or would you just come to him like, hey, this is nothing like, just I want to make a free, like you said, product for you. I'm not gonna make you sign any contracts because I'm pretty sure he's gonna expect you to have him sign contracts, and go about it the legal way. But in your opinion, you're saying that I shouldn't do that. I should just
No, no,
make it for him, let
I'm
him
saying
have it.
have them sign contracts.
Okay.
Have them sign, but there are different contracts, right? You want to
Yeah.
go through the complete sales process, right? Because you want feedback on every step, including the product. So you
Okay.
want feedback on all of that. So you're going to have them sign traditional video production contracts. Now, I am working on a special beta testing contract that's going to be a part of the master course, and I'm trying to get it as specific as possible, where it's an NDA. So it's a specific beta NDA that says, hey, this piece of paper or this form or contract states that whatever you share with me about your business, I'm not going to go run off and tell your competitor. And whatever I share with you about my business, as far as the product that I'm trying to design, you're not going to take it and go say, oh, screw you, I'm gonna go get this video production company to do it. So it's kind of a two-way NDA, and it provides kind of some mutual respect. Like it adds some professionalism to what you're trying to do. Because I think that I've had one or two beta testers in my time kind of mention this a little bit, but I was able to, use my personality to the point where they trusted me. I'm not gonna run out and tell how you doing this, that, and the other. It's not, I need you as much as you need me. In fact, I need you in my mind more than you need me, because once I create this product, I can go, it's just gonna sell. It's a cheat code. It's just gonna sell. So, and that's something that those are things that's going to be included, stuff like that. A questionnaire, a checklist, things to help the process of beta testing work a lot, smoother for everybody.
Makes sense. Thank you.
Oh, no problem, no problem. So yeah, so you definitely want to make sure that you go through every part of it. I'm still going to send your proposal. I still need you to sign it. I'm still going to send you, I'm still going to send you all the sales stuff. I'm gonna itemize it just so, because I want to know what they want. Like I want to know what, and if we're still sticking with food trucks, like it may be certain things that they want. They may say, you know what, we need headshots. I would never think that a food truck would need headshots, but they may need headshots. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm new to the industry, and learning about it is something that would just open my eyes to a whole nother set of things I need to be adding to my proposal that they can click through and say, yeah, I like this. I need this. I want that. And that's why experience is so important, because I've worked with different industries and just been blown away at some of the stuff. Like I work with, I'll give you an example. I work with a group of lawyers that represent clients that have weed cases, like that get caught with weed in Texas, right? And just working with them, right? Just working with them and creating content for them, I learned things like if you have marijuana mixed in a cake, let's say you got this nice cake, you got icing on it, it's green, you're going to a party because everybody about to eat this green marijuana cake. If you get caught with that cake, you're going down for the weight of that cake. So because you stayed and put an extra pound of icing, you're now in jail as a kingpin. Like you got caught with 2 keys, you're done because you got a cake, because they can't separate the THC and measure the level. Like they're just like, oh, they're putting it on a scale and you're done. They're looking at the scale like 3 pounds. Cool. You're in for like those are things that I didn't know. However, if I go to another lawyer that specializes in the same type of law, it's something that I can pitch to him as an idea for his website. A lot of people don't know this. So if we did a short promo video about your brand, maybe talking about this, just to open people's eyes to call you for more information, like that's mind blowing to me. Like that's a little inside thing that I learned that I knew nothing about. That whenever I tell people, they're like, "What? You get it? You taking Jello, whatever you taking, and they weigh that stuff, you're going for the whole weight. Good night. You're going for a long time. And those are things where just inside, like those are things that you'll develop with experience, that you can go to the next lawyer in that industry and kind of, talk to him about it and kind of, hey, a lot of people don't know about that. Like, he'll be like, I never thought about that. It's common sense to you, but it's not common sense to the average person. So those are little things you'll learn. And as you're working with food trucks, you're going to find out a lot of stuff that food trucks operators and owners deal with. You know what I mean? I don't know a million things about food trucks. Maybe they deal with old grease or something. I don't know. Maybe they deal with getting rid of deep frying grease oil, and they gotta, and maybe, it's expensive for them, or maybe he got fresh oil every day, and that's something you may want to, you'll learn about. A lot of companies we working with, they change their oil once a month, so you got your oils changed once a week. That's something we may need to push. If it's better for allergies, it's better for just fresher food, and that may be something that we can move forward and put out there. But as you work with this particular niche over and over again, you'll know all the inside tricks, and have ideas for them to help push and promote their brand.
Yeah, it's like a selling point, pretty much.
Exactly.
Like you were saying with the oil.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And I mean, it may be like you'll learn if it works or not. So you like, oh, that don't, okay. Customers don't care about that, or it works or it don't. You know what I mean? So those are things that by the time you get to your 4th or 5th food truck company, you'll have it. You know what I mean? You'll have so much experience that they're crazy if they say no. They're crazy if they say no. And you'll be able to like plant a seed. That's why I say leave on good terms, because you'll have them go home and think about it, and they'll be laying in bed like, we do change our oil once a month. Damn. Like they'll be, you know what I'm saying? And they'll come back to you, or they'll get their money together or do what they got to do to come back to, to come back to work with you. Plus the other video guy that they're hiring, he's not talking like that. He's saying, we could shoot your video, whatever you want, whatever kind of commercial you like. And you're saying this is what works in this industry. We've worked with this. We've known that when we shoot this type of work, it's increased, customers come into the truck by 10% and blah, blah, blah. If we do a Tuesday package that we can, which we know that food trucks are normally slower on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So with other companies, we focus on promotions for Tuesdays and Wednesdays to get a taco free or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The other guy's just saying, we could film it. We could shoot it in 4K, and I got the brand new Sony, blah, 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 and I got the Canon C, blah, blah, with this lens, with the red. I don't care about that. Yeah. What they care about is what you can do for their brand, how you can help bring them money, and you'll have the experience.
It just separates the professionals from the rookies.
It separates those who are going to be eliminated by an iPhone, by those who are offering a solution. Who can go in and help that company grow, and you'll keep that company for life, because they're not the frequency of uploading media is not slowing down.
Yeah.
Right. It's just not. It ain't. You're gonna have to upload every hour at some point, like 2086. Like it's stated that you need to upload an image an hour. Like it's not going nowhere. Like people are just consuming so much. So your job's not going nowhere.
Would you think it, in your opinion, would you think it'll be better to market the food trucks on Google or social media, as far as like Instagram or Facebook or whatever the case may be? Or would you ask them what they need or what works better for them, as far as like which platform they use the most?
I think once you start working with them, there may be different things for different type of food trucks, right? Mexican food trucks are going to have a different audience than an Italian food truck, and their audience may be in different places. Social media, from the little that I know about food trucks, usually work because there's people looking for the food. Like if they have a favorite food truck, they're like, what street y'all on this week? Where y'all at this week? I want to get some of them tacos. I mean, and that's one thing you can push in a video or push, with the client is, hey, if we create content and kind of get people used to our schedule, you can do just infographics. If you do photography and you want to work with food trucks, you can literally take an image and at the bottom of the image, you can put a location that they're at. You know, here's the address to where we are, and have it automatically upload. So Mondays we're at point A. So every Monday we're gonna upload a new picture with point A, which are with pictures you pre-took. You took 30 of them in one day, but you have it set up where every day it uploads a new image and it says where they are. Like that's an option that if you got a food truck, like why would you say no to that? Like not only are we updating your social media, but we're telling people where we at, what times we'll be there, and everything. You know, I had a lady who used to cook real good barbecue. Like we used to love to get her barbecue, but we couldn't always find her. Like we'd be calling her like, yo, where you at? I'm way over here in, you know what I'm saying, Fort Worth. And I'm like, I don't want to drive way over. You know what I'm saying? Like we had, even though I followed her page and, you know what I'm saying? Like she would be anywhere. Like we just didn't know. And she had like a trailer. Like it was just hit or miss. Like we'd be riding up and down to 3 spots we know she had looking for ribs and barbecue, and she'd either be there or she don't, or somebody else would be there, and we'd be like, oh, I guess I'll go try them. But if I had a special place I like, especially, you know, if it's my favorite street tacos or whatever, and I follow them on social media, and I'm chilling on social media, and they pop up, hey, it's Tuesday. Oh man, they are right up the street today. I mean, that's a product that you can push to every food truck. And when other food trucks start seeing their competitors do it, they're gonna want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's gonna bring more people to them. Like, how does that not make sense to tell people where you are every? You know what I mean? Because they're never in the same place. I'm not gonna say they're never in the same place twice, but they have schedules, and you don't think about no schedule when you're hungry. I can't tell you how many times I done pulled up at Chick-fil-A on a Sunday, thinking I'm about to get some Chick-fil-A. Like, oh, I forgot. You know what I'm saying? It happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's definitely the way to go. And if you do photography, like I said, because someone said something about photography, I think Batrix said something about photography as a beta tester. I mean, those are products that you can offer if you just do photography. Like take video out of it. If you just do photography, they have to update Instagram and Facebook and their Snapchat and their Twitter. Like those are 4 places that they can go with images. And it can be one image and go all 4 places, and they've covered. I'm sure you can probably name more. If you do video, we can do TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram. Like it's just more places to reach more people.
Yeah.
And a lot of those, like Snapchat, I'll give you an example. You can post your location in Snapchat. Hey guys, we're over here. Here's the location. Swipe up, get directions. Let's go. Like to do that for a company that don't think like that is mind blowing. So
Mind blowing. Yeah.
you want to be in a position where you know, you're offering that. You're kind of ahead of the group in offering that. My bad on that long food truck rant. Y'all know how I like food. So, you know, if it would have been anything
Thank you. I
else,
appreciate it.
it would have been shorter. What's going on, Created? No problem, Jim.
Yo, man, how's everybody doing? First of all,
I'm good.
and that's what's up. Just real quick, actually, I want to just follow up on what we're talking about, the food trucks and restaurants, because that's actually my niche. That's what I'm actually working and focusing on. Let me put my do not disturb thing going here because my ring is going off in my house. And so that's my niche, and this is what I've been doing for the past 2 weeks now. So far, I have on Saturday, I'm sitting down with my beta tester, and I mean, it was all by good timing, the grace of God, of everything that happened, because I ended up talking to the owner of the restaurant. He owns 2 food trucks. And they're very successful. Not right now, so far. Not right now because of COVID and everything's kind of going down. Everything's shutting down right now. So I'm in a very challenging niche, I'll say. But back to the thing, behind the doors, what I started doing about a month ago, actually, I started selling. Basically, I created my own product, so I can understand the game behind the game as far as what am I going to be talking to this beta tester, because I can't just be there and like how am I going to think or what am I going to do. But I'll get to it. I started selling tacos out of my own house. You know how right now on Facebook Marketplace, anywhere, everybody's selling like strawberries with chocolates.
Yep.
Everybody's selling like the little baskets. and everybody's selling baskets of whatever season's going on right now, Valentine's, Halloween, Father's Day. Everybody's doing something and they're posting them on groups. So I kind of like, I love to cook. I enjoy cooking. I enjoy eating. My family in Mexico, several family members have had little stands. So I understand like a little bit as far as like the process of coming up with something from home.
Mhm.
So I decided to, since my niche is gonna be food trucks and restaurants because I freaking love food. Um, that I sat back and I analyzed myself and like, okay, that's gonna be it because I love doing that and I love creating content. So why not mix both?
Mhm.
So I pretty much start selling tacos, man. Like I came up with the recipe and I start selling these tacos. So what I did is, I know how to use Photoshop. I know how to use obviously Premiere Pro. I know how to edit. I know how to do all this. And because of my experience with creating music rap videos, I know how to do like special effects, dramatic intros, and I start creating a product for my tacos, man. And then pretty much I came to the conclusion. I listen to, I don't know about you guys, but I listen to Gary Vee, right?
Mhm.
He preaches a lot as far as how much interaction we need to have within our business social media pages with our customers when we're barely coming up. And I took that and I put that into tests. And pretty much I created just like Ty tell us, build your foundation. That means build your to build our brand, build your pretty much I built a page, right, for my tacos. Build a page, made a logo, did everything that I needed to do. Made I bought the cheapy cards, like the 500 for like $20 at cheap cards. And then I pretty much started promoting. So I noticed that, like, I go back to the Facebook. That's what kind of caught my attention. Facebook um, ads. Facebook ads. It's a great tool for any business right now.
And they're
You
making it
just have
very easy.
we just gotta understand who are we marketing right now. Facebook. When I don't know if you guys ever notice on your profile, Facebook is asking you what are your interests
Yep.
right now. Facebook is what is our interest. Okay, 1 second. My mama calling me.
They always call at the
And
wrong time, bro.
Facebook is asking us to put on our profile what is our interest that you're into. Like play video games, you're a foodie, you like playing poker. Basically, anything that you're into, Facebook is asking you. Now, when you, as a business, you have a business page, when you go and target um, your audience of who you want to target, first it's asking you based on the zip code that your business is located at. It's asking us the radius mile of who you want to, as far as how much of a target audience you want to get, and then it's asking you to see what interest of people you want to get. So that's where it gets, you want to get creative here based on your niche. I want to attract foodies, video gamers, family members, people that don't want to cook, or kind of like I play with my mind and I kind of get into it and I run the ads. So
Mhm.
those are things that you want to focus. I think that when I go sit down with this beta tester on Saturday, is pretty much everything that I have put in place that has worked for me, because thank God, since day one, fellas, since day one, I've been selling out
That's
on my
good.
from my crib
You can you
based
can
on
you can
the
literally put in
promotions
people
and the
who love
medias and the
tacos.
targeting and I'm only spending seriously $3 a day,
Mm.
$3 a day, and that brings me about 4 customers, at least 4 new customers a day. And I've been selling, and I'm selling out like 30 pounds of meat a week, on a Friday. I'm selling a lot of meat, a lot of food. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I'm understanding that when it comes to like telling your beta testers, in my case for you, Jamal, if you're interested on the food, we got to first we got to study how is their social media, how active are they? Because if we understand algorithms of of social media, if though I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but you guys ever notice that the more you comment on a picture, the more that gets pushed out and more people start commenting on that.
Yep.
We have to create content that is interactive and that creates emotion to these customers for our clients. That's pretty much how I'm experimenting and I'm being successful, and I'm going to be ready to tell like these restaurants owners like, hey, we look if you don't mind, with all respect, can we go look over your social media page? Well, how are you interacting? Or we first I think we should first ask like how how are you dealing with your marketing? Like, what are they doing? Are you focusing more on Google ads, or are you focusing more on social media interaction? And I think that's where we separate ourselves. Personally, me, I'm a social media content creator. Like, I'm gonna create content designed for social media, and that's what I'm gonna specify it on. If they want to go with Google ads, well, I'm sorry, like I can't help you on that, but because I don't understand CSO, SEO, and all that stuff.
Both companies have been running to make sure
if we
both are very
understand
easy.
just the algorithms, and I mean, you guys can try it, like create your page for your business and then start creating content. We can create content based on what we offer and then run ads against our own product, and you will see what to look for and what to target and what to throw at. I don't know if I'm right or wrong with this. If anybody can comment on that or like correct me, I really appreciate that, because that will help me too.
Well, a portion of when you start advertising, you usually dedicate a paid advertisement, usually dedicate a certain part of the budget to A/B testing, to build it's called a building an audience stage. Anytime, if you go with a company that's going to charge you pay per clicks like Sprizzy or anybody, they're going to spend a small portion of your budget to help build your audience. So what you're doing is absolutely correct. I mean, you can literally go on Facebook and only advertise to the 4,000 people within your zip code that have tacos listed as something they love. Like it is, and right now, Facebook and Google and Snapchat and TikTok and Twitter, they're fighting to make this process easier for the average guy. That's why everything you post on a fan page, a business page, on Instagram, is like, do you want to boost it? They're trying to get you, even if big thing right now is Facebook Marketplace. When you're selling something, you want to sell it faster, they can boost it, make $10, $20 off of it and run the advertisement to more people so you can sell it faster. So those companies are fighting to turn average guys like me and you into advertisers so that they can, people will spend more for advertising. So just something to think about. It's something that if you get good with, it's just something you can add to a client. It's just it's more things because they may have $100 budget, but there's a handling fee for that. So 50 of it may be yours, 50 of it may be the actual budget that you dump into the system. But your $50 or your half or whatever your fee is to manage the account, to see where keywords work, to move it around, to make adjustments, to monitor it so we can make it more efficient. And good marketing companies do that. And marketing is getting how to set it up is getting easier, so that as a content creator, it's just another tool in your bag. It's just like your ability to do headshots or product photography or explainer videos or whatever you got in your, or podcast or whatever you got in your bag, marketing, because a lot of people won't touch it. And it's literally that simple. I have a video. I want to show it to people in this area that are this male or female or both, of this age range, of this income level, that are interested in this. Run it. So it's something that it will definitely help you out if you have just an understanding of it. And what I love to hear about it is, you were saying that you selling tacos from the house. You can even go into another place that sell tacos and mention your company like it's not even your own. Like, we help such and such tacos go, they're selling, 40 pounds of tacos, a week. And we help them go from, starting in their house to a company that's making profit, and we can do the same for you without even mentioning that it's your company.
It is mine. Yeah.
That's
technically you are your first beta tester.
yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
what at the same time what I'm doing, because I made that whole page just I control it within my whole personal page because the I have like back when I used to rap, and then I have my creative media solutions page, and then I have my 5 Point Tacos page, and I control everything within that same realm.
yep,
And I just pretty much that I'm doing this also just to like help the ones that are like starting from home, or like because there's a lot of like bartenders that are starting
mhm,
to make their mixes from their garage,
yeah. There's
there
a lot of
or
meal
a
preppers
lot
too.
of restaurant chefs that are literally making food from their house, and they got the permits and everything. Those are little things that I also had to get. Like I had to get my safe serve, that way just in case a hater comes around and just freaking say something and put me on blast out there with the state, like, hey, I got certified to serve food to the public, and you can't tell me anything. Probably I'll get a fine, like, for not having like the proper equipment. But it's whatever, like, just and I already got the LLC for it too. All that is it's all backed up. But yeah, pretty much, I didn't want to go over um to these restaurant owners and me not come up with an idea or like something, or not show any data,
Right, right.
not show any data or not talk about, but like obviously they're gonna provide me
Hmm.
with more precise data that on a bigger scale
Yep.
than what I have. Um, but it is something that I do recommend, guys, that whatever niche we are focusing on, to pretty much start creating. If you are able, create it yourself and just throw it out there and see what you catch. Just see what it is, and you will get, client. I know in my niche personally, I'm freaking like I gotta go tomorrow and start marinating. Like I'm marinating meat right now. You know what I mean? But like I gotta do what I gotta do. But like I'm excited also because this beta tester, like he literally, and I'll tell you guys a little bit of experience. I walked in, I was nervous as hell. I had my little bit, I had my thick, I had my thick cards. Where are my cards?
Why he do that? I think Michael was a battle rapper too. They said he
I
rapped
had
back
my
in the day.
cards. You know what I mean? And
Oh
and
yeah.
um and when I started telling, his name's Steven. He's from New York, but he's right now here in Denver, Colorado. And I started talking to I was in my truck for like half hour, and I'm like, Jesus, how am I gonna approach this jet, like whoever? And he came out, Steven came out, and he pretty much was like, hey, I was pretty much like, hi, how you doing? My name is, I'm with my shirt, with my company shirt, very presentable. So, he looked at me pretty much, pretty respectable. Instead, if I was just pulling up with my J's and just a
Yep.
freaking polo and shit, my bad. But
You good.
he gave me the time because he was like I mentioned, guys. He has two successful taco trucks. He used it for corporate events, and when I was driving through his location in his logo, he had a opening coming soon type of what's it called,
The
banner.
banner, yeah.
And so I was like, this is it. I gotta stop right here because if they're barely opening up, that means they ain't got no freaking social. They ain't got nothing going on.
And
So this is perfect.
they got food
So
trucks, so they got experience.
I stopped, and then pretty much I said, hey, my name is Mario Martinez. I'm with Creative Media Solutions, and can I speak to a supervisor or manager? And he said, well, I'm pretty much the owner. I now cut, and I was like, great, perfect. So it was all just luck. That was just luck. So I started talking to him. We spent like 5 minutes, and I cut it short because he said, well, what can you do? What kind of media are you talking about? What kind of content? I said, well, it's digital video media content that we can create, just to bring a bit more value to your location, to your restaurant. So he said, well, what do you mean? What can you do? And that kind of like sparked me to go into like go-go mode. That's what I call when I go to work, like go-go mode. It's go-go mode. And my idea is to start. I within 2 minutes, I threw at him 3 ideas of what we can do to create content for his restaurant and for his other taco trucks. And those were things that he looked at me and he saw like, wow, like, are you serious? Like, I never thought of that. And I'm like, well, yeah, and then from there, like, he was like, you know what, Mario, like, yes, thank you. I appreciate you. I'm interested. I'm hella busy because as you can see, we're barely opening. We're going to try to open this in like 2 days. Give me a call. He gave me his card. And guys, when he gave me his card, I was like, I couldn't help myself to pull out my little nice case and whip out my card. And the way he saw it, he gave it just a little bit more of like, I gave myself that little bit more of credibility of like how serious I am about in this game. And he grabbed we exchanged cards and he's all like, oh, I see a thicky icky remember me card. And I'm like, yes, sir, thank you, I appreciate that. And he's all like, yes, call me, Mario. And yeah, I called, we set up, and we're ready to go Tuesday.
Perfect.
I mean Saturday at 3 p.m. And yeah, I'm excited for that.
I think that's gonna be. I'm gonna tell you one little quick thing. Even the fact that he's busy, make sure you push yourself as a turnkey solution. Hey, bro, I know you got a lot on your plate. Let me handle it. Give me a few pointers. I got it. Don't worry about it. We'll get it done. That may be something that in that industry, you may run into a lot of people that's just really, really busy, and they don't mean that there's not that they don't want to work with you. They may just need a turnkey solution. I like editors where I can just drop footage off and be like, all right. Hopefully by the time I get it back, it's right. If I got to keep going back and saying this, that, and the other, and sometimes it be because they didn't ask the right questions or whatever, you want people on the team that can offer turnkey solutions. So that's something that, you may be able to offer them. Hey, let me take this. And I kind of pitch it like that. Let me take this off your hands, man. You got a lot going on. I get it. We want to make this as smooth as possible. And that's another feature that allows you to be reassuringly expensive.
Okay, thank you. I'll definitely throw that. I word it exactly like that, and I can understand I can understand Steven, because I mean, just for this whole month that I've been selling tacos, is like my weekends are gone, and I'm like, so I can't even imagine this business owner how busy he is.
He got employees. He got insurance.
So I'm definitely gonna pitch that like that. Ty, I thank you for that advice.
Oh, no problem.
I might have to hit you up here and there for like that consultation, because shit about to get real.
That's what I want to hear, man. Go-go. You say go-go mode? You say it's about to be go-go mode?
It's going to be go-go mode, man. I'm going to take a drink of that Red Bull. It's going to be go-go mode.
Hey, go-go mode. I love that hustle, man. I love to hear that. Yeah. I never got a problem with hearing the hustle, man. That give me goosebumps. That's what I'm talking about. I love it. Go-go mode. You need to put that on the back of your shirt or something. You need to add that into something. Yeah, I would put that as, it'll be something, man. You got to tie it into something. Go-go mode. You got to get a hat that say go-go mode, so when you show up, they know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we used to say that when I used to work at the cell phone towers, because I used to climb cell phone towers, and right when we're about to go, we'll take a chug of whatever energy drink you had or whatever was sponsored, whatever drink of the day was.
I was hoping it was
we used to just take a big old chug, and it was go-go mode.
Hope it was go-go. Yeah, I hope it was like something, you know what I'm saying? You like,
yep. Go-go.
Like, I'm gonna climb up this. You gotta be careful with that go-go mode, but that's what's up. I love to hear that, man. So yeah, man, that definitely, hey man, I would have my express service if you want to get the video done ASAP. You would just check the go-go mode mark. You know what I'm saying? We need the videos by next Tuesday. Oh, so you need the go-go mode. Well, there's gonna be extra $250. Express delivery. That's not a problem. We can do that for you. So that's what's up.
That's a good idea.
I want to see that on something, bro. You got to put that on something. Anything. GMO, what's up, bro?
Hey, so I have a question on the contracts. Just a quick question. So the second shooter agreement, can you use that as a contractor's agreement as well, or does it go both ways, or do you have to kind of like take it to a lawyer to tweak it up, or
So that's exactly what it's designed for. It's designed for you to bring in a contractor that will work
Okay.
under your brand, who won't steal your clients and do all that stuff. So I'm gonna tell you another thing. Just it dawned on me because this part is gonna be like in the third part of the master course. But when you buy shirts, I usually buy 9 shirts. No, wait, I usually buy 12 shirts.
Okay.
3 smalls, 3 mediums, 3 larges, and then 3 extra large. Because when people work for you, you want them in
Yeah.
uniform. Always have your second shooters
Yep.
in uniform. So yeah, that second shooter agreement will protect you and protect them, and it stipulates what they can use from the shoot. You may say, hey, you can't use none of this footage in your reel. You can't use it in your portfolio. You're working for me, not gonna happen. Or sometimes you can incentivize people, and maybe some people will take less money if they can use the images on their reel if they're growing their business. I love to hire people who want to start their own business.
Mhm.
They pay attention to detail way more than somebody who just want to make $50. Right? They're there to soak it up and be a sponge, and they carry themselves with a little more pride than a person that's just trying to make another 50 this week.
Yeah.
And they handle your business like it's their baby, like they're practicing, and I respect that. And they're not a threat. Don't ever take it like they're a threat to you, because they're not a threat. Somebody got to learn from you is not a threat. And you grow when you teach other people, when you show other people, when you mentor other people. So I those are people that I look for. I want you to have a business that you're trying to grow, because I want to not only because if I can help give you experience and knowledge, you won't screw me over. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You won't screw me over. If I'm just paying you, anything is possible. It's
That's
kind of like the
facts.
old mobsters, like you want to be loved or feared. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to choose one. So you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta, it is what it is. But
Yeah.
whichever one works for you.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Just because I wasn't sure, because the company that I had, Contractor, they're not a company, but they're a brand, but it's a group of 2. So it was kind of weird I didn't know if I should have made them both individually sign the second shooter agreement, or their brand as a whole.
So it depends. If they have an LLC, well, if they're
Yes.
working together, I would have them sign separately. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
I don't. When it comes to being a second shooter, I don't want to hold the LLC accountable. I want to hold each individual accountable, right? Because they may not use those images on their LLC. They may take them and start a new business or start their side gig. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
don't want the liability to lie on their LLC, because they can just be like, oh, so what? I didn't use the images on the LLC. The LLC said it wouldn't use it, but my personal brand, we're using them. Nah, bro. So I want to be able to go at your pockets, and companies that you start working with, certain companies, they want to have some skin in the game. They don't want just like Google. Your NDA is LLC level, and it's on a personal level, because they're coming after both of y'all. You'll get that lawsuit, and it'll have FlashFilm Media and Ty Turner. Like, dang, y'all gonna just sue both of us, huh? Like, you know what I'm saying? So be careful with that. Go ahead, GMO.
So let me think. Hold on. So in the sense, let's say they had a group of 4 working for their brand. So you would just give the 4 of them an individual contract, right?
You don't have to, but I would.
Okay.
Because think about it, it's of no extra cost to you to cover yourself even more. Like it's not like an insurance policy where you got to pay more and you can risk it or whatever. It's of no cost to you to send an email 4 times and have them digitally sign it. So I would have them do that. Plus, if you send it to one person and they sign it for the LLC, who says that they're going to really go over everything with every other person? You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know what they just like, yeah, we showing up, and then you see them handing out business cards and they're like, I ain't know, nobody tell me. But the one person who signed it is somewhere in the back, he ain't paying attention. So I want to hold every person accountable. And they all can sign the same one. You know what I'm saying? They all can sign the same one if they want, but I want to make sure they've read it and they understand what the rules are.
Okay.
I even have like a quick orientation where I'll go over it, or I used to have a video that I would send people that went over it. This is what you need to wear. This is so you need to be here on time. Let's go over the contract, because this is what it stipulates. you know, when you sign it and send it back to me, if you showing up and working for FlashFilm Media, this is our standard. Like, this is our culture. They are a part of your brand and your culture, and you need to have rules for your brand and your culture. You can't just go in Starbucks and be wilding out. Like, you got to live by their culture. If you go at a Chick-fil-A, like, they act totally different than people at McDonald's, and that's what set Chick-fil-A apart, because their culture is just different. Like, you can go pull up to Chick-fil-A and McDonald's. The line could be wrapped around the corner for both, but if I get in that Chick-fil-A line, I'm out. Like, I ain't gonna be there long. Ain't no telling what that McDonald's line. They're like, can you pull over there and wait for your like, bro, I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying? But Chick-fil-A, not. They come to your window and say, hey, Ty, you had? I'm like, yeah. Like, it's been times where I've been in the Chick-fil-A line and they'll take my order way out, because they had people with the punch pads, and I'll get in line passing a guy that's just there with an umbrella. I don't know what he's doing. And he'll know my name. Like, oh, Ty, your order's coming up. I'm like, bro, like that's mind blowing. Like, you don't even got to talk to me. Like, you just under an umbrella counting cars. Like, how do you even see the orders and know my name and even care to say, hey, Ty, we're preparing your order, for you. It'll be ready at the window. Like, little stuff like that makes me feel okay with spending, $8 for a chicken sandwich with some pickles on it. Like those are things that show value, and I'm okay spending all this money.
And a side of fries.
What'd you say?
And a side of fries.
And a side of fries. Yeah, I'm okay with spending that money. And, when I could have took the kids to McDonald's and got them that. So, I those are little things that just show value. Their culture helps show value. And as you grow your brand, your culture will help show value. I walk in real snobbish, like, oh, yes, we will film. No, I'm joking. I don't be like that. But personality helps a lot when you're dealing with people. If people have fun on set, man, they'll film anything. They'll look for it. I have fun on set. I've had shoots that were at dumps, literally, and I'd be like, what is this? Oh, I found, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be at a trash dump, and we'll just be having fun out there. Stinking like I don't know what, just having fun. So it's, personality helps. So it's just it's one of the little, remember, it's a whole bunch of little 1% things that's going to help grow it, you know what I'm saying, and take it to the next level. And that's just one of them. You guys follow Michael, man. You ain't posting no good pictures. What's up, Michael? What's up, man? I'm relying on you, brother. I'm relying on you and your Instagram. If y'all don't follow him, make sure you definitely follow him on Instagram. If you know what I mean. No, you gotta mess with him.
You on mute, Michael.
He on mute. Yeah,
Better?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, it didn't go well. The photo shoot that was supposed to happen about 2 or 3 weeks last time we spoke, and it basically had a falling out with the producer, and it was supposed to be free, and we did everything. Long story short, there was, I guess, I did something wrong. I miscommunicated the deliverables, and
you muted. I don't hear. I can hear. I heard the
Lost your audio, Michael.
The last thing I heard was miscommunicated deliverables.
Yeah, miscommunicated. Do you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Must have miscommunicated deliverables. So, yeah. Anyways, it just didn't pan out. But I'm on a low right now. It's a chicken and egg scenario. I know I need these beta testers so I can find a product, but also I need for my demo reel, but I haven't seen anything. I've been getting a lot of no's.
Let me help you. Let me help you with that.
Yeah.
Let me help you with that, because you're good at what you do. I've seen your page. You're good at what you do.
Well, but I'm trying to get away from that. I'm trying to get away from the booty photography.
Well, I'm saying, as far as exposure, composition, lighting.
Yeah.
The booties are cool. I'm not, I never get tired of that. I'm talking about as far as exposure, composition, lighting, right? That you're good at that. So as far as production value, I have no issue with that. It may be just how you approach the clients, right? It may be just the level of expectation you set for the client. Sometimes you have to go to a beta tester and say, hey, I'm a photographer. How can I help you? Like, what do you need help with? Don't even approach them with a product. What type of media can help your business grow? I'm going to create that for you because I want to practice creating it, and I want to build my reel, and I want to build a relationship with somebody who can tell me if this is valuable to you or not. Period. Because if you do that situation, they're going to tell you in the beginning what they expect as far as deliverables. And then you just deliver it. Okay, cool. Now I know that this is the amount of work you need, or this is the type of work you need. So sometimes it's, it's just tweaking. It's just little, because I promise you, it's going to be a little tweak that's just going to spread the door. The door is going to be wide open. It's little stuff. And we overthink it because we want to hit a home run every time. But sometimes it's just like, let's just put the bat on the ball first. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just put the bat on the ball. Let's hit something. Then we'll tweak it. And it'll be little stuff like bringing the elbow in and putting more, and then boom, it's out of there. So approach somebody in your niche. Say, hey, I'm a photographer. I'm transitioning to this niche. How can I be of assistance to you? What can I do to help your business grow? Free. I'm not here to charge you. I'm not here to pay for nothing. I'm here for me. I'm asking you to help me. Help me help you. In exchange for helping me, I'm going to provide you with content that is designed to help your business grow. But I need to know what that is, what that looks like, so that I can create it for you. Period. I'm not here to do a job. I ain't here to take pictures. I ain't here to blah, blah. Don't go to them and put nothing in their mind as far as what you want to do for them. Let them tell you, and they will lay out their problems. Just like when you go to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? The doctor don't bust in a room and say, what's your leg? Nope. The doctor just be quiet and let you talk. And they tell, my back hurting, doc, my arm. And then they provide a solution. So go to that beta tester and tell them, hey, I'm new at this. I used to do this type of photography for years. I'm transitioning over to this. I want to help your business grow doing this. Tell me how I can help you in this industry. Do you got an Instagram? Do you got is there images uploaded to your Instagram? You can go to their website and say, hey, I would love to update this main picture that's on your website. You know what I'm saying? If you got to go to them and get your foot in the door and they don't know, they're like, I don't know how we can use. I looked at your website. You got a few pictures of people holding the products. Can I update those for you? Won't cost you nothing. And that's how you kind of, they let their guard down and they'll start telling you and start talking to you and they'll tell you where they want to spend money.
Yeah, I guess how I was approaching them was not, I guess there wasn't, because even before I even get like a sense to it, I said, oh, we're not looking. No, it's all the rejections coming out of it, and I didn't want to waste their time with saying why or.
But the thing is this: what they don't want is to be sold.
Yeah,
they don't want to buy nothing.
Yeah,
because one, they don't know they need it. They don't know they need it, and that's cool. But you got to realize you're one of 50 that day that approached them to sell something, and they're like, nope, nah. And you got to go in with, I'm not trying to sell you nothing. I'm trying to look for somebody to work with. I don't want to sell you nothing. You got to go in like that. Because if you go in with like, hey, I have a great idea about something that can work for you, and they just like, it's just when you get like you get a what is it called when they call your phone? They cold call you, the telemarketer, right? They can be 2 words in, and you like, nope, because they sell it. You know it, you feel it. You answer the phone like, hello, it's that gap, and you hear keyboards, and they're like, hi, I am called click. So sometimes you can approach a client like that, and they're so used to getting these calls and people. And so as soon as you come in and you're like, hi, I'm your local photographer, click, no. And that is what happened. I'm trying to see how Rodney's on 2 screens at once. Oh, okay. Okay. And that's what happened is they hear it, they feel it, and they're instantly like, nah, B, I'm good. Hi. We're here to update you about your car's warranty. And you like, click. I don't care if they was like for free. Hey, you can get a free warranty. We'll replace transmissions. And you're like, I don't care what you selling, bro. Click. I love hanging up on telemarketers. It's funny, man. Or I just mess with them. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I'll try to sell them something back.
I can see how the telemarketers would get. I could feel the other side of the telemarketers when no, we don't want it. We don't want it. We're not doing any video. And it's like I've been this past week, I got rejected like 20 times. I'm like, ooh,
bro.
This is just like, oh.
Be the guy in the club that just go from one to the next. Okay, hey, okay, hey.
What's your name?
But you even say it yourself.
Okay, cool. What's your number? What's your name?
Wait.
What's your friend's name?
You said it yourself. You don't even go to the club. You just like stay at the lap.
That's right. I went to the club a few times. I noticed that if I waited outside, I didn't have to buy nobody a drink. I had a nice car. I just lean on the car, just nod. And I just the guy be in there who done bought her 20 drinks. Like, really? You gonna go over to that guy? And I be sitting there like, yeah. But the guy who went from, you know what I'm saying? The guy who was working the crowd, he leaving with somebody. He got somebody. You know, it may not be like a 10, but here you are going home, like going through your phone book, like maybe she gonna answer much. And he got, you know what I'm saying, whatever. He just like, I seen him with 3 different girls. Like, okay, whatever. All right, hey, it is what it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta, rejection is a part of this thing. Embrace it. Ask somebody why. Hey, no problem. Can I ask you why? Oh, I ain't trying to spend no. And it tell you like, okay, I'm putting off sales vibe. Cool. When you get rejected, ask why. I do it in every aspect of life. Every aspect of life, from dating to everything. You don't mind me asking, what made you say no? Oh, your head is too big. Cool. That's your type. Head's too big. Snapbacks is too big. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's what, like, you don't know. Like, it's something, you know, ain't nothing I can do about that. I got hoodies. I got new hats. I just, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not your type. Cool. But when you get, I'm to the point where I love a rejection because it don't waste my time. Don't string me along and just tell me no. I'm cool. You can't hurt my feelings. I'm off to the next one. I'm that dude that will come to your table and you don't like, okay, your girl, hey, what's up? What's up, red or blue? What's up with you? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't care. Because by the time you get to purple gonna be like, hey, what's up? And it's nothing better than working it out with purple and you in a relationship with her and you go hang out with all the girls that told you no, they complaining about their man and you treating her all nice and she like, y'all should have said yeah to him. Suckers. It happens in business. All them companies that said no, you're going to give one of their competitors, you're going to help their competitor grow and they're going to be like, what is they doing?
I'm frustrated because I feel like, think of dominoes. Tiles are set up. I believe that in order for this to set up, the previous tile has to be set up. And if there's a gap, the other tiles are not gonna fall over. That's how I'm thinking. Like what you said. In order to
embrace that failure. It's not a rejection is not a bad thing. It is a part of being an entrepreneur.
Okay,
it's gonna make you strong.
I will understand that. My problem is I've been rejected. Not just
whose audio is that?
We good?
Yeah, we good.
Okay. My problem is this is new. This is not my photography. This is videography or trying to get that bag. I'm new to this. So hearing those no's takes back to my beginning of my photography days. I'm like, oh, I guess I gotta work on my craft. I gotta get better and practice and it's just the growing pains. And what I'm afraid of is it took 15 years to get that craft of photography. I feel it's going to be 30 years before I could get something done with videography.
Did you have
this entrepreneurship?
Did you have a mentor in that 15 years?
Yes, I did.
Did you have somebody to show you photography for 15 years?
Well, no, not 15. The first, I'm saying 2-3 years. And then another 2-3 years. So roughly total about 5-7 years. Mentor.
It's not gonna take that long. Once it clicks, it's gonna click. Once it clicks, it's gonna click. For me, it took me like my level of success came after bumping and bruising for some time, and then it was just like it was like
but that's the point. But that's the point.
It's not going to be a 15-year period though for you. I promise you.
well, I gotta feed, my family,
I feel you.
and right now I'm working my behind off on a 9 to 5. My hands, basically I'm a mechanic, and my hands are wearing and tearing right now. It's really like I could go only so far. I mean, if I want to get promoted in there, I would have to go into management, and in order to get to management, I have to get an education. Like they're not even looking anybody beyond a like 4 year degree, anything below that. To get management, second level, things like that. That's at my job right now, and I don't want to do that. I don't, because that's the grind. I don't want to grind like that. I want to grind like what you did.
You want listen, I was the same way. I was the same way. I was at a company like, I'm hating this. I was the same way. And what I started doing that's where I got the education over entertainment. I was just cutting out entertainment. Like, okay, this spare time, I'm gonna put in reading, put in audiobook, I'm gonna put in bettering myself. If I got downtime, I'm working on my website. I'm working on this. I'm not going to, because the question comes down to, how bad do you want it? And you may have to sacrifice a lot of entertainment or fun stuff to be working on it. And for me, that's what I had to. But the issue that you're coming across, I personally think, is little things that you can tweak about. I think that the area of impact is the approach. The area of impact is the approach. And the goal is to change that. Because if you're getting no's before, because there's steps to it. Get your foot in the door, start talking to them, build a product. If I know that I'm getting no's at the get my foot in the door part, I got to change how I do it. Because I promise you, it's something simple, right? When I used to do cold calling, selling yellow pages. And one of the dumbest things, or I thought was so stupid at the time, was when you call people, smile. I'm like, I'm on a phone. Like, who cares? People can hear your smile. I'm like, what? I'm walking around the cubicles and people are like, hey, how y'all doing? And I'm like, this is so stupid. I started doing it. I started making sales. It was something I just didn't understand. Like, it was just, this is weird. I started doing it. Stuff started clicking. I was like, wow, this crap worked.
So I want to answer something. JTech and Mia said, yes, I take it personally because my job is to serve the client or whoever this is. I want to serve them. I want to serve them. But
what's the number one term you hear in business? Don't take it personal. It's just business. You can't. Yeah. They're not saying no to you. They're saying no to your service or your brand. They're not saying, they don't know you. You know what I'm saying? They're not saying no to you. Go ahead, Rodney. My bad.
No, you're good, man. You're good. And oh God, Michael, dude, I feel your pain, man. I can't say that enough. I'm actually working right now, and that's part of the reason why I was late getting in tonight. So I get the frustration and the burden of responsibility that you're feeling. You got to provide for your family. You're working your 9 to 5. You're busting your hump on that. You're trying to push this business and get this thing to grow, and you got this legacy envision in your mind on where you want things to be, and it's not happening, right? It's not happening. You keep on talking to people, and you're talking to people, and you get rejections. But bro, I got to tell you, and Ty has said this before, that it's going to take time. You got to put in that work, and I've heard this from so many successful folks out there, that, like Gary Vee, as an example, man, his whole full thing with VaynerMedia and how he blew up. He was doing like his dad's liquor business, the wine library, for like 18 plus months on YouTube before he even got a peak, before anybody even peeked at him, like even recognized who he was. So even folks like that, with as big as he is right now, man, it takes time and it takes that work. And correct me if I'm wrong, Ty, but what I'm hearing Ty say is that there's just a few things that you have to tweak. Don't be so hard on yourself, right? Take a step back, like step out of your own body for a minute, right? Look at it on a business sense. Try to analyze okay, what did I do today? Who did I speak to? What did I say to them? What did they say back? Was it a certain way that I said things? Did I not pick up on a vibe, that they were giving me? And my wife has told me the same thing. We just had a conversation about this like today or yesterday. Certain things I don't recognize from customers. So I would encourage, man, not to be so hard on yourself, because, dude, I'm telling you, like that turning point is right around the corner. That next milestone that you're going to hit is right around the corner if you don't give up and you just keep pushing through it. That whole adage about Michael Jordan, you know, because I remember my dad even gave me a printout of this when I was a kid. You know, he missed like hundreds of shots. You know, he was trusted so many times to hit the final shot, you know, to win the game. Didn't happen. He was trusted, you know, so many times he was at the free throw line and he missed so many shots. He got cut from his JV team and all these things. But yet, dude still went on and won 6 NBA championships.
I know, just to be the second greatest player ever. You're right.
Right after Kobe. I got you. Or LeBron.
Oh, you mean
third?
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
third.
yeah, all right. I feel you coming from. So, why are we gonna go there, man?
I'm gonna get hate mail for that. Go ahead.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. But the thing is, man,
I'm hard on myself,
and that's normal.
All of us are, man. That's the whole point of what we do. We're our own worst critics, bro.
We are, yeah.
Dude, if you gotta cry, bro, let it out, man. We've been there. We've been there.
Listen, I'm gonna give you a challenge.
I'm not gonna shed tears on the day.
I already see it in the eyes, baby. I'm seeing it, man.
I'm gonna tell you what to do. I'm about to tell you how you can practice it. Role play. Go role play with your family members and people you know, and pitch the idea to them. Like let your wife or your kid, somebody be like, you sound too salesy. Like, I don't know if I want. Role play it. Practice it. Listen, I talk to myself all the time. I pitch to myself all the time. Like, I do it. For me to get here, it took me doing it. It took me role playing. It took me, bouncing ideas off friends and going to them and say, just listen, would you buy from me? And be real. You can't hurt my feelings. And you'll be surprised at some of the feedback you get. Go ahead, Frozen.
Yeah, so for Michael, when you were saying you got 20 no's last week, was there ever a point where you altered your presentation, or did you use the same format for each call?
No, I did not change because I didn't know what Rodney was saying. Like, I guess I didn't know what to tweet. Like, I'm not seeing what I need to, because I didn't ask what Ty said. I didn't ask why. I didn't ask the why. So thank you for your time, and then I just hung up. I was like,
definitely don't do that.
You
definitely don't want to do that. You
share
always
want to
add.
what your approach is, man. Tell us. Share it with us now if you can, if that's okay.
Okay. Okay. Excuse me, sir. My name is Michael.
Click. You selling me something?
Yep. You said hello, sir. You said your name. That was just handed of. All right, come on.
I'm out.
It's like, forget all y'all, man. I'm out of here.
Hey, you wanted it. That's how I went. And like I say, excuse me.
Okay, Michael. I came from SCM, where we basically sounded like a call center. My voice would literally go, "Hi, my name is Matthew Freeman. I'm trying to reach a hold of the business owner." That tone comes out every single time, and that's exactly how you had sounded, calling like that, whatever this business was. So, is it nice to have like a voice or a tone to every single time? Not really. Like, it will be worth testing to see if you can have like your own like personal voice. It's like, hey, this is Michael. I've looked at your business and wanted to talk to you about like increasing like your video or something like that. Maybe not increasing. Increasing is definitely a dial tone sound, but choosing different words versus just like saying, "Hi, Mr. Customer." No, it's like make it like real personable. Like test that out.
Yeah, exactly. And always make sure when you're going in, man, it's not. Ty talked about this. Like, do your research on the company before you approach them, right?
I did, but that's the thing. I did. I researched. I looked at what Ty always says. Look at the website. Do they need content? I said yes. They need. They need video content, right?
But they may not know it though.
Okay,
that's the thing. So you're not talking about the content part. You got to talk about, look, how can I help increase your sales? How can I increase your bottom line? How can I increase your customer, maybe your customer service?
I don't know that. I don't know that. I know how to
do they. That's the whole point. They don't know how to do it either. Otherwise, it'll be up. But content, especially visual, video, and photo. is going to help that engagement. It's just the methodology on how you get there. Do I maybe get them some, like videos of the week? Do we help do once a month live streams? Do we do podcasts or whatever? But in order for you to increase your business and your revenue, you need more people, or you need more sales with the people that you've got. One way or another, you need to increase something. And in order to do that, I want to show you how to do that with video and all that. And just remember, man, people buy from who they know, like, and trust. And that's what you got to get that conveyed across to the customer. I'm not here to try to help increase my bottom line. I'm here to try to serve you.
I get you, but I even get into that door. I before I even knock, they're like,
because you're saying, hey, welcome to blah, blah. They're like, okay, 2 things: go in person, go in uniform, and just chop it. You ever go somewhere and just chop it up with somebody and you realize their business owner, like, oh, okay, you do, okay, yeah, okay, just chop it up with somebody. Don't go in there and try to sell them.
I agree with you. All 20 of those were all cold calls.
Oh, dude, you didn't get past the gatekeeper. One mega tip.
If you walk in there like these, like, hey, I'm just here to talk to you about, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then, they're like, no. So you got to go in there listen, go to places that you actually buy stuff from, and you be at the register like, hey, who doing y'all videos? You got who can I talk to? Like be conversational. Listen, that is the fact that you're having issues with that is perfect. It is a beautiful thing, because that is one of the most important parts about this business. One of the most important tools in your tool bag is your personality. You gotta have it in this business, right? And it's better to work on it now than to have the deal of your life on the table and you blow it. And you know what I'm saying? You got $20,000 on the table. You boat shopping and you promising your kids Power Wheels and shoes, and it don't come through. And now they got sandals and pedal bikes. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they jacked up. So right now is the time to take them lashes, man. Like, but you got to switch it up completely. You got to switch it up completely, man. You got to ask them why. No, but I'm telling you, if you role play that with your family, hey, how you doing? They're gonna be like, you gonna see it in their face, like, and then you'll know what your problem is. Or ask people, why not? Because you sound like a telemarketer, and they're getting 50 a day. Think about that. Like, you may not get 50 a day. The average person don't get nowhere near as many calls as business owners. Like, people are cold calling Wendy's trying to make sales, and they're like, dude, this ain't even a corporate office. Like, call the corporate. Get off my. Trust me. They're getting, because your phone number not getting published. Their number getting published everywhere. It's on everything. It's on Salesforce. It's on Google Maps. It's on everything. Their number is just getting pushed out, and they're just getting bombarded. That's why most places don't even answer the phone. It's hard to call a Wendy's, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, most places don't. Or they got prompts to push you through so they can weed you out. So you have to, on the cold calling, is extremely hard. I would say go into a place if possible, and just have a conversation with somebody.
So here's my next. Should I double down? These places is my niche. Should I go in there in person? Those 20 places, instead of cold calling, go in there in person.
Yep.
With my uniform, right?
Yep, in uniform. You want to hold a camera? You can hold a camera. Definitely. Creative, go for it, bro.
I was gonna ask, what's your niche, Michael? If you don't mind sharing that.
Weed lawyers and weed merchandise, like products and stuff like that. And
weed lawyers, like lawyers.
Yeah, CBD and all that, right?
You're trying to take the business high.
What state? What state are you in, man?
Washington.
Oh, it's legal,
bro. You should, dude. I'm telling you, I don't got that.
Well, I guess I did. Well, they hung up 20 times. I guess they did.
Michael, they were right here, baby.
So you called trap house. They was out of it, bro. They like, I guess I'm gonna call you back. They was out of it, bro. And then you got to look at it. Keep this in mind. Think about this. Because that industry is so new, everybody's trying to get in their pockets. They know how much money they're bringing in. Everybody's trying to sell them something. So they're getting bombarded with people right now. Like I'm in a state where it's not legal, and the lawyers that I've worked with that specialize in marijuana, they're getting, because other states around us is legal and people bringing it in, he's getting bombarded with new cases. Like he went from, his business is up 300% because of the impact of things that are changing. So that owner that you're reaching, they're getting bombarded with people. Walk up in there, man. Have a conversation.
Okay, so what you're right. It's become that industry has become saturated, and I'm afraid that I feel
that industry. That's a saturated industry is good. That means everybody need to set themselves apart with new media. I love it. Bring it. I would love to be in an area where it's just saturated and it's 50,000 companies competing for each other. I would sell their ass the same video and put all new logos on it, and they all would have it. I would do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's perfect. Bring it. A saturated market for them is a blue ocean for you. It is a gold pit for you because they all need to compete. And all you got to do is go into one and be like, I just talked to such and such. We getting ready to shoot a video next week. What? Let me get one. You know what I'm saying? So that's perfect. That is perfect. Bring it. That is a great place to be. Being in the industry that we're in. A saturated market is a competitive market, and a competitive market competes with media content. They all trying to beat each other. So that works. That works. Go ahead, create it.
I mean, this just popped into my head, Michael. I don't know if, like, I'm just gonna say how ballsy you want to be about it, but if you really want to just get to that person, to the main guy that is gonna have to use your services, I should just literally just say, hey, you know what? I just cop a case. I need to talk to a lawyer. Once you get the appointment, pitch him, bro. Fuck it.
I just show up with
ain't that kind of like slimy? And like, if I don't really,
what are you gonna tell you, man?
Okay.
Like, get out of here.
Ain't that a little bit slimy? Because I don't get it.
So let me tweak that for a minute. So ask to speak to a lawyer because you got questions, and say how often do you get these questions? Oh, a lot of people calling that. So hey, we create video. Do you mind if I come in and I film these questions for YouTube? Because a lot of people ask these questions.
Yeah.
And just work your way from there.
And make it, and take what creator said and make it hypothetical. If someone were to get caught on the case for whatever, what are like the top 5, charges that people get caught with, and how do you deal with that?
Top 5 video,
right? See
that there and make a top 5 video,
dude.
And then let them use it. They will be like, man, I never thought about that. And man, we just it's watching people ask questions. We just want to interview you. They think it's free publicity. You creating a product for them,
and then
now they want it.
How much time do you save by not having to give the same answer to 20 different people a day? Yep. You get that time back and get to reinvest it however you need to. Back into your business, back into what's important to you.
Because if they do that top 5 video and you like, hey, post it on your YouTube channel, and it bring them one customer, they will call you back for more. You have a subscription-based customer now. You just got to go through the back door sometimes, bro. Sometimes you got to jump a fence or two and just, approach it differently instead of the cold calling method, because they can hear it in your voice. Nope.
Yeah,
Michael. They can hear somebody that's calling from jail that need help. Like, hey man, I got pulled over today. They like, come on in. I love your money, compared to somebody that's not. My bad. Go ahead, Matt.
Like Michael, like I've used to have to call different lawyers across the nation, physical therapy lawyers to medical lawyers. At that, one good tactic that you can use is just call them by their first name. Like when you call in, it's like, hey, is Ty available? And then they'll ask like, oh, well, who's calling? Or sometimes they'll just patch you through because you sound so calm. He's like, oh, someone must have got the wrong line.
Yeah. Right now? We want to shoot. We want to interview. We want to do. And we're just shooting. We get a lot of people that are searching for, a lot of questions that they may ask lawyers. Do you mind if we come in and interview you? You guys can use the footage on your website as well. Do that. And when we're shooting a top 5 video, answering a lot of questions that people have about, weed cases. And you guys can use the video on your website. Okay, come on in. We just want to interview you, ask you questions that a lot of people are asking. It may prevent people from asking you these questions over and over again. So you can use it on your website. We're just looking for 3 companies to be a part of this video. Pitch it like that. That's free publicity for them.
Beautiful.
And then once you get them, Now they trust you. You can talk. You in the door. What else? What other video? What other questions do people ask? You guys get a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Do you think like putting out a monthly video or answering these questions on your social media will help you guys? And then build the product from there.
To think about the engagement you can get, man, if they had like a podcast or if you did like a live session like Ty does.
See,
once
I
a
feel
month,
like
they answer
I
questions.
feel that's great. That's all great for products, but I'm not even there yet. I still need to we're doing my role. I
And
feel
vision,
because
right?
that's how I got in trouble, because like what you said, Rodney, I was thinking legacy. I was thinking the things I need to put food on the table. I was worried about my board. All that was ahead thinking, and then when I got that no 20 times, it just demoralized me.
But think about it. If you go in and do a top 5 video, you can grab B-roll. You got the talking head. That go into your reel. That's a win-win. They post it. Stuff blow up for them. They calling you back. Then you have the relationship where you can develop a more of a product, and you getting footage, and you getting inside stories on. You know, lawyers always have great stories. Lawyers have great stories that they kind of can talk about, but kind of, you know what I'm saying? So, and they get a lot of questions. Not only is he gonna have a lot of questions, but whoever his paralegal or who answering the phone, like they gonna have a lot of stuff. We get calls every day about this. Hey, you mind if I do a video for about that? You guys can post it on your website. Maybe you'll cut down on some of the calls or questions that people got that they don't. Maybe we can have them. We can end the video asking them to sign up if this answer their question. Like pitch it like that. Don't pitch it as, hey, I want to sell you something. That is just an instant turn off. It's just like dating a girl and you don't make eye contact with her the whole date. They just know it. Like, you ain't here for me. You just looking at her like, yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? And they talking about their life and you just like, hey, what? You work where? Yeah, okay. All right. You know what I'm saying? So people can feel it. They feel that energy. Go ahead, create it. My bad.
Yeah, again, Michael. I mean, I'm just gonna just based on my experience, like, I feel you and everything that you say, like, I'm pretty sure we all have those kind of pressures that as far as like financial pressures and stuff like that. But when I went and approached these beta customers, like these beta clients that I'm getting now, like I said, it took me like half hour inside my truck of me going, and the only thing that it was going through my mind is basically everything that we talk about here, everything that Ty tells us. Like, how was I going to approach this person? And it's pretty much like I need to create what I told what I told Steven, I keep calling him Steve. What I told Steven is pretty much I need to create a product that I'd be able to sell to others, and I told him just like that, to other customers in your industry. So and what I basically need from you is your honest truth, like your honesty about what I'm going to create for you and your data, so I can provide this information for all the customers. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead. I just want to see how I can help you.
Yep.
Bring you value to your new. I mean, I was just lucky,
It needs to work for you. That's my number one goal.
How can I bring value to your new establishment? Out of that content, I want to create a product that way that I can sell to others within your industry. To you, everything's going to be for free. I just need honesty to see what you feel, how you feel about this. Is this valuable for you? And if it is valuable, let's go ahead and test it, run it, and you give me the results of exactly like how whatever number. I mean, I told her I don't need not all your exact number. I just need a percentage. So it went from 10% to a 50% gain based on what we did. And we kind of chopped it up a little bit more, and then I had to go. But that's pretty much what I told him. And he was like very attentive because I think nobody approached him in that way as far as like the words that I use, and everything that I use was based on what Ty and everybody here we've been discussing as far as like we're here, we're doctors, we're here to provide solutions, we're here to provide provide the right medicine and just that. So like I think for these lawyers, it's like, how can we bring you more, or how can we bring you more? What can we create to bring you more cases to your law firm? How can we attract? What have you guys used in the past that that is creating something for you, but it's now is not its goal. What can we use now to create for you? And I think you have to kind of look into that industry. Like I looked at other competitors, I looked at other restaurants, I looked at everywhere and see what they were doing. Like literally, Michael, I went into research and looked at the top five, like taco trucks in Denver, and I studied their social media, and there's no interaction. So like I start doing my own thing. So maybe with you can just say, look, this is the way. And now, like, study how law firms or research how law firms are pretty much advertising their services. Mostly it's on TV. Most of them are on TV. I hardly see them on social media right now. So maybe you can just say, you know what, like Gary Vee says, the internet is gonna be the TV, their cell phone is gonna be the TV, and the TV is gonna be the radio. So you could probably say, like, you know what, like maybe you be able to gain more customers or more cases to your law firm if you create this digital content, because this is where all the eyes are from. Everybody's not watching this commercial on TV, because as soon as commercials come on, we're watching our phones, and just create content like that. You know what I mean?
There's a YouTube channel called Pot Brothers at Law, and all they do is videos on just weed. They're lawyers that smoke, and all they do is, I actually seen it on Taj.0. They all they do is talk about stuff. So, something simple. Hey, what are your most common questions? You know what I'm saying? I just want to shoot a video talking about your most common questions. That way, when leads contact you, they're pre-qualified. They already got them answered, and they're pre-qualified. So, I mean, with lawyers, there's so many ways. And what's great about it is they have the budget to spend.
Yep.
So once you figure it out, boy, you're going from rags to riches. You're gonna be lifestyles of the rich and famous real quick, bro. You're gonna be on here with gold chains, sitting back like, yeah. When does that camera drop? I'm telling you, I'm too busy for your lives this week. I'm watching you from the jet. You got internet on your jet, bro. I'm telling you, like, that's how it happened.
That's lofty dreams there. That's up there in the ivory tower, man. I'm not even.
Him in a year, he gonna be Gucci hats and stuff.
Watch him.
Yeah, just all kind of just chains and
got
what's
the
going on
gator
in the
shoes
background. I got a pet tiger in the background.
Okay, acting like Mike Tyson.
Tiger.
Right, kids gonna have a Lamborghini Power Wheels. The Lamborghini Power Wheels has a real emblem on it. You know what I'm saying? Like come on, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Can I share something with Michael real quick?
What's up?
So to kind of bounce off a little bit what Created said as well, because those are some really awesome points, by the way, really, really awesome points, and how to, do that research, analyze, see what's going on with the competitors or what's going on in that industry, right? And so maybe add on to that as well. Just flat out ask them, like, hey, just out of curiosity too, what are some of the pain points or some of the challenges, that you find yourself in, whether it be gaining clients. Go ahead. What's up?
Since we're here, give me 5 minutes of your time, or 2 or 3 minutes. Let's role play that right now, like a new approach.
Want me do one? Want me role play it?
Please.
Okay.
You be you. You're gonna
My name is Michael. I got great images on my Instagram page. Check me out. No, I'm joking. Okay, so listen. Hey,
booty photography.
Yeah. Hey, I'll walk into your law office and I'll ask a general question. Hey, how many cases do you guys handle a month? Or I'll ask a general question about the law when it comes to weed. Hey, if you get caught with a pound, what is that? A felony, a misdemeanor? Oh, that's a misdemeanor. Do people ask you that a lot here? And what is your answer going to be?
Yes, a lot of people ask that same question.
Okay, because me and some friends was wondering, we were about to put together a video for YouTube that answers a lot of questions that people ask about the law, because people don't know. It's still new here. Could we interview you for that video, and you can use the footage on your website to maybe answer some questions of people that come to your website? Would you mind being a part of that?
I have to talk to my boss.
Okay,
he's not here right now.
Do your boss like free videos and stuff?
Yeah, I think so. I think you would like a free video.
Yeah, because we just want to answer some of the simple questions that people have when they're looking for lawyers. We get a lot of people that are asking a lot of questions, and we want to just shoot it for you. And we want to shoot it for us. You can have it and put it on your website, and that way people can, have their questions answered before they even call you.
All right, he's not in right now. If you leave me your name, number, and we go back with you.
I can give you my huge thick business card. When is a good time that maybe I can meet up with him? What days is he normally here?
Confirm that.
He's usually here Monday through Wednesday.
Okay, usually between what, 9 and 5?
Yeah, like 9 to 5. He's here all day, 9 to 5.
Okay. Are they usually in court on Mondays? Because I know some lawyers are usually in court on Mondays and they're back on Tuesday.
He's usually in court Thursday and Fridays.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, what I'll do is I'll stop in Tuesday around 11. You think could you put me on this calendar for that time?
Yeah, I could do that for you.
Okay, I'll see you guys Tuesday at 11. I show it with my camera too.
I didn't even get that far. I gotta click on it. That is hell. I even got convinced. Like, yeah, downtown, come on in.
Go in and ask a question. Look, lawyers get bombarded with a lot of BSers that just want questions answered. How can I eliminate that? Hey man, I'm gonna shoot a video. You can throw it on your website, and go from there. Lawyers, if you have some hard like dog grooming or something, lawyers love to be up front. Oh yeah, because make sure you get my plaque in the back and get all these files on my desk because I'm busy. You know what I'm saying? Jamal, go for it. Jamal, I'm not getting audio. I'm barely getting video. It's like, welcome, AOL.
He got that 1995 Super Mario Brothers look right now with that pixelation.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Zelda.
Live from Atari.
Levels of obsession.
Double dragon.
Double dribble.
He's still.
I can't hear you. I can just see you though, bro.
He's on fire.
Right. Okay, I'll wait. He's about to take the what's the name out and blow it.
About to reset it.
I can't hear you at all, bro. Just sign language it. Just type it in the.
He got the right like he's a hostage.
Just wait 30 seconds. Wait 30 seconds and turn it back on.
Yeah. I can't hear nothing, bro.
29. 28. We can't hear you giggle, man.
I can't hear you, bro. Wait, make sure I ain't got you muted. No, I don't got you. No, I ain't getting no audio.
Check the mute button on your mic.
Yeah.
That might
Is it plugged in?
Yeah,
is the computer plugged in?
Is it secure plugged in?
Is it frozen or did you stop?
I thought he was.
Wait.
I barely hear you.
Wait, what?
Say it again. I
think the mic is a prop. It's just not getting audio from the mic. You got it's the computer that got audio. Like the mic ain't coming through the mic.
Why are you?
Wait, do you have power going to the mic?
All right, I'm gonna give you a second. But yeah,
That's not right. My heart, man. I'm having heart palpitations.
I can only joke around with people that be on here like often. Like somebody new would think I'm for real. Like, no, I'm in for real. Those who are watching, the views and opinions expressed by Ty is not those of FlashFilm Academy. He's just having fun. So yeah, so Michael, like walk in and just ask him about a pain point that lawyers have and paralegals and the receptionists and whoever opened it, they get asked a bunch of questions. And ask them about some of the questions. What kind of questions y'all guys get a lot of? You mind if we record some of those questions? We just want to put them on our channel. We want to put them on our page, and y'all can use them too. We'll come in and do lighting. We're not charging you or nothing. Our goal is just to build a relationship, to grow it, to create the product, and they will let you do it. Lawyers are very arrogant like that. They're very like, oh, okay, yes, let's. Before we get started, I graduated with 4. Like, okay, yeah, whatever. Let's go to the. You know what I'm saying? Like,
just ask them questions, man. They love to talk about themselves.
They love to talk about
everybody.
Yes, they will. Yes.
And once you already have the lawyer, ability to reach back out to them multiple times is going to be like that over and over again if you don't do it every single week or day or something like that. I've had clients to where they can buy a A7S3 and the Ursa 12K every single month. I will call them and be like, "Who are you again? We pay you what?" All right, he's not in. He'll be in tomorrow, but he has a full day of court. So like when Ty was asking about what time is his court and stuff like that, that's stuff you have to ask, because that gatekeeper would be like, "Yeah, he'll be here on Tuesday. He'll be here in court all day on Tuesday."
Right.
And as you develop that experience, you're gonna know a lot more of those niche related questions and products.
Money's in the follow up, bro. Just like Ty showed you right there. I mean, that was like textbook perfect. Not just confirm, hey, okay, let's do a follow up. When's a good time? Okay, sometime next week. No, when next week? Monday through Wednesday, cool. Which day's better? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday. A lot of people are in court on Monday. What's a better time? 9 to 5. Cool.
Can I get put on his calendar? Boom. Can I get put on his calendar? That's what I want to know.
Lock it down. Lock them down. Lock them down.
Because if you sell a gatekeeper, they'll sell it for you. Hey, there's some guys who's just they're interviewing lawyers and they want to know if you want to be on it. It's free publicity. All right.
Jamal's back.
And some of the time you'll just be talking to the gatekeeper, like in a sense of like, hey, like what changes does he want? And the gatekeeper will answer all the questions for you.
Because the gatekeeper could be the person at the business that's tired of all these damn questions. She like, please do a video because I'm tired of answering the phone with people asking blah, blah, blah. Please do it. I'll do the video. Like, please. They'll sell it for you. Like, dude, you got to get in here and do this because I'm tired of answering these questions.
Link from Zelda's here.
Yep.
Also, no snaps, man. I saw you snap it, but Groove
that's
over
not
here.
happening. You got a sphere of silence around you. It's got like a 10-foot radius effect.
Yeah,
you are the true Link. No sound.
It's like a Canon next to a Sony right there. It's looking there.
Ouch.
Android.
At least you didn't say Nikon.
That's true.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
I've been getting hammered by Canon fanboys all week, bro. I used to use a Canon. Like, they've been going ham. My bad. Creator, go for it, bro.
I was gonna just add to it, or why have you tried that tip that Ty has given us for like the wedding planners or the corporate event planners? Go in there with a gift to just something detailed for the gatekeeper, like
a nice pen,
freaking like if it's like call in and just figure out if it's like a male or a female, most likely like the female secretaries, show up with like something not too expensive, or like, I don't know, some coffees or some drinks. Because females always like the Starbucks drinks,
Get a $5
so
Starbucks gift card.
A little $5 drink, like, hey, I'm new around the area. I'm trying to create a product. We're gonna emphasize. Wanna emphasize we lawyers. Here's a gift real quick to you. So, and then you just keep going with your spill. That lady is just gonna focus. I swear, he's probably gonna focus on just the drink. Like, oh shit, like my man didn't even give me a drink today. Yep. But like this man right here, okay, what you saying? Oh yeah, for sure. And I mean just like little details and just a little bit of charismatic, and just to kind of soften that door, just soften the door and just knock it out, and just go with your pitch. Like, we're just trying to emphasize on this. We're trying to create a product so we can provide it for more other customers, like your boss or whatever, and then obviously you're not going to be able to talk to them because most lawyers is sad to say, like I've been down that road of calling lawyers for things that I shouldn't supposed to have done, but like you don't talk to lawyers at the moment of the time. I know that for sure. So you just basically, just like we're saying to you right now, like, hey, can you put me on their books just so I can talk to them for half hour, and then hopefully you do get I'm gonna pray for you, bro, so you can get into their books, and just get that little half hour, and just go with your spill. But just be ready to be like, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I need, this is what I'm gonna give you, and give me data.
And your spill should be make your spill super simple. Hey, I'm creating a video for my page, which you are, to answer some of the questions lawyers get over and over again. Because I know you're probably tired of getting questions. I'm gonna let you even have the video. You can put it on your website, so you can stop getting these questions and people can just call in ready to go. Would that work for you? Yes? Cool. Let's start the beta process. Don't even go to, I won't even go in the fact that you don't even have to go into full detail that it's a product yet. When you show up to shoot it, you filming, you talking, hey man, I'm looking to do this for other lawyers, but I'm gonna charge them. But for you, I want to get it done and get it right. Like, would you be willing to help me? If they say no, you got B-roll footage. Off to the next one. If they say yes, you got a beta client.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I would present it. You know, I'm working on a project where I'm trying to create a reel of questions, or most commonly asked questions to lawyers. Can we interview you? We want to shoot an interview with you. We want you to be a part of it. In exchange for your time, you'll get the video for your website. That's it. All you gotta do, we can pick a date. You just be ready. We'll come film, set it up. Give me 30 minutes of your time, right? During that 30 minutes, we've been enrolled for 15, and the next is me, just us talking or whatever. Or maybe, you know, can I set up a time to call you to prep you for what we're gonna do? Sure. So we can come out and shoot next Tuesday. Cool. Monday, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna explain what I'm doing. I'm gonna explain that this is a beta program, what I'm trying to build here. Tuesday, I come out and shoot. Cool. But if you present it like, hey, nope, I just need you to be a part of this project. Frequently asked questions. What are people blowing up your phone asking you over and over again? Can we put that on? Can we film that? You can put it on your website. Do what you want with it, but that's what I'm here for. I'm not trying to sell you nothing. You know what I'm saying? But do it like it's an interview. We just want you to be a part of this project. We're talking to multiple lawyers, you know, just trying to get just trying to answer common questions. And a lot of them are like, nah, I really don't want to, you know, be a part of it. I'm giving away information. You can put this on your website. Whoa, wait, I get the free you get the free video too. Your part will just have you and your questions. You know, other parts will have other people, but I'm gonna edit one for you where it's just your part. So when people go to your website, they see the lawyer they're hiring answering the questions. They'll talk forever. You'll have to be like, cut, bro, I'm done. Like, they'll be like, yes, and if you come see me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll have them. So present it like that. Don't telemarket them. Don't do that.
Oh,
just keep it natural in conversation, just like you've been talking to all of us here, man.
Yeah.
That's all. Just be you, baby. Just be you.
Well, it wasn't. I tried to be somebody, and I guess I got with the click. So I got. You're right about that. I got to role play it, and I didn't try this approach of just going in there in person.
Sometimes in life, you got to role play outside of the bedroom. Okay, you got to get outside of there and work on other stuff. You can't just, you know what I'm saying? You can't just go in there, slam the door, and then you Batman. You got to be Batman in the streets. All right, you can't just be Batman in the sheets. It'll help your business. It'll help your business. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to wear your costume outside. You know what I'm saying? It's Halloween coming up.
That's not
Everybody's
right, man.
doing it.
You can't be in bed saying, I'm Batman. You can't do that, dude. You don't do that in the sheets, man. Is that your utility belt, or you just happy to see me?
The whole Marvel, I'm Iron Man. I'm more of an Incredible Hulk type of guy, but we'll talk about that a little later time. The views and opinions expressed in this video are not those of FlashFilm Academy.
Wait, what happened to Jamal? Did we lose Link?
Yeah. We lost him.
Oh, man.
Jamal, where you at, bro? He's like, hold on. Connected.
This stuff was working at the beginning, though.
It was working. I don't know what happened to him. Jamal, if you come back before we drop out, man, we still got a spot for you. We got this corner down here in the bottom right for you, bro. So I'm gonna get ready to wrap in a minute because for some reason my computer battery is like, nah, bro, we out. You're doing too much. You got too much going. Anyway, at the end of the day, listen, you know, this journey is a rough journey. You need friends and a community and a group of people that can say, I've been there before. I've done it. I will no way, shape, or form lie to you and tell you I just jumped up and it worked. That is complete bull. I was getting smashed. I was getting destroyed. And what's the definition of insanity? Doing something over and over again, expecting different results. I had to look back at myself and say, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? And make little changes until it started to work and be more common. And it just started working for me. So don't feel bad. You're not the only person who I was getting destroyed, bro. Like I had to just be like, hey, it's like being in a club and you like, if I'm ugly, I'm just ugly, but I'm gonna keep hollering. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody gonna love me.
Right. Somebody gonna love. I'm somebody's type. So you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be that big aggressive girl that just run up on you and just, you know what I'm saying? Like she don't care. She know, you know what I'm saying? Like she just
And right then Jamal comes in. What's up, man?
What's going on, bro?
That's your new nickname, man.
I still can't hear you, bro.
Man. He crying too. He got
all I hear is swinging the master sword. That's all I hear.
Put the fucking sign language to us, bro. Just got the prop. Everybody got their prop.
Wait, okay, all right. So he has a sound recorder. I just forgot how to do that into like your actual like
USB. Yeah, I have no idea, bro. I feel people are gonna watch this later and be like, Jamal, I feel for you, bro. It's all good. See, Michael, you think you got problems? Jamal's stuck in 88.
Yeah, look at him, man.
He's stuck in 88 with the 56K modem. Wait, what he said?
75? Wait, 90.
Wait.
92?
Wait, you got to go slow. I'm in public schools. I got to count both hands. Hold up.
87. 37.
87?
8.
Okay, that's 8.
7. You're stuck in 87.
Carried it to 87. Okay, yeah, you stuck in
there. I think that's when Zelda 2 came out.
That wasn't like BBS. We didn't have internet back then, man.
That was definitely Super Mario.
You do message boards. What was that?
See, Michael, it could be worse, man. You could be, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? You're right. I feel sorry for Jamal.
You are in HD. You could be 8-bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got a VCR at the house too.
He got Betamax.
Yeah, he got that big ass block.
He lived right near the last. He lived right near the last Blockbuster. Right, that's what he did. He be getting movies from the library. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look what he got. Hold on, what is that?
Wait. Is that a 56K modem?
That's his cell phone.
Oh, I thought that was an Atari.
His cell phone got knobs on it. See, it could be worse, man. You could be just stuck in situations, man. That was his pager, actually. But it's all good, man.
I feel like I'm on that comedy jam, man. It's like
I wish we could get Jamal audio, man. I wish I could just hear his voice, man.
It's not right.
I just want to hear your voice, bro. Can you just log in from your phone, man? Can we just hear your voice, man? Just for 2 minutes, man, before I get ready to tap out.
I'm feeling bad for you, Jamal. Straight up. I'm just glad it's not me. But
somebody
I
else
feel bad for you.
Yeah,
wait. There we go. We got Marvin. Look at Marvin coming in HD right next to the team.
Say something, Marvin. Say something. Right? Let us hear that voice, Marvin.
Audio, man. I wish I could just hear his voice, man. Go ahead, Marvin. Oh, he got a delay. He got a little delay. How you got a faster connection, Jamal, but it's 8-bit?
It's smaller.
Oh, you're right. This is smaller. Look at Marvin coming in HD right there.
My bad.
You good?
Say something, Marvin.
Is my audio working?
Yeah, your audio working. Cut your speaker down. You got a little delay. It's the delay.
Jamal, like I can tell you right now, at least with like this microphone, I went through the same issue multiple times. And these are on like phone calls, so I get you.
I think that echo is Marvin's audio trying to compensate for Jamal's and like trying to play his audio at the same time because he's feeling bad for him.
Jamal, what you got there, bro? I can't see. You gotta hold it back so it can digitize. It can the pixels is too close.
So I can get out of Tron.
Yeah. Wait. I can't.
I thought I was going to come up in here.
Real quick, if you're watching this is usually how the gold members
I was in the hospital.
This is usually how the gold members videos be.
So,
Jamal, what is that you got, bro?
So everything is failing now. My camera just died.
Oh, okay.
So we got audio but no camera.
Let me do this. Now do the audio so we can have something to look at. There you go. Like you stuck holding a pizza.
So basically, I was going to come on here and give a motivational speech and everything, and I'm like, yeah, I'm about to kill it. Because I just got everything set up while you was talking the whole time. I was like, yeah, I got this. This is about to be good. And then the thing you know, I'm trying to say something, that's when I started getting my whole Nintendo DS and all that. So
Wow.
it was a fail.
Man, that was Nintendo DS. I thought that was the Duck Hunt gun.
It's just a
Let's
full
put that on the
illustration.
screen.
That's all.
Put that graphic on the screen so people can know. There we go.
Where's that Duck Hunt dog at?
Where'd he go? Oh wait, we still how the phone part disconnect, but the picture's still here.
I know, right?
That's impressive. See, that's what happens when you don't blow the cartridge right in Nintendo.
Exactly. That part was just okay. We're gonna just leave Jamal frozen there. Just you here with us in spirit, bro. We got you. We're gonna leave you on the screen to represent. You know what I'm saying? FlashFilm Academy gonna represent for you, even though you stuck.
Intro.
Anyway, so Mike, you gotta just keep going, man. Don't give up. Listen, I did it, man, with kids and rent and car note and everything, trying to make that transition. And once it's gonna start to pick up, bro, you're gonna be like, okay, I'm making 15% of my income over here compared to 50%, 75, 100. Now I'm over, and that's the way it's gonna work for you. It'll definitely work for you. Also think about, just for now, and I usually don't tell people to go outside their niche, to go in their niche, go on Thumbtack and do some headshots, right? You'd be surprised at how many lawyers you meet on Thumbtack that need headshots. That may be a way in the door.
That's something. In your masterclass, do you have, like you said, that you have thing for proposal file, how to do it? Do you have something on Thumbtack? Because I guess I'm not looking right, because I want to look for opportunities.
And Thumbtack is going to take a whole separate. It'll probably take me. It's going to take a lot. Like, I started writing a little bit to create something for Thumbtack, but Thumbtack is a lot.
Got it.
It's
all right.
Because
so
you got to
later
profile, you got to get. It's just so much to it. But I plan on doing something to kind of explain it if people want to go there, because that's my number one. Like, between Bark and Thumbtack is the place where I kind of grew my business and got a lot of failure. Like I said, whenever people say no, because there was only 5 people that can compete for a quote at the time, and you didn't get picked, I would still message them after that. Like, why didn't you choose us? I'm just curious. I had a copy and paste that kind of was like, hey, in an effort to improve our customer service, blah, blah, blah. We just want to know why you chose to go to a different company. And some people be like, price. Okay, I didn't show enough value. That's what that means. Oh, I just like their website. Okay, what was their website? I'll go check it out. So it was just ways I learned to grow. And it's from rejection, from being rejected. Like it's never a bad thing. The rejections in business is never a bad thing, especially if you understand why. Because people who walk into winning, and once they lose, they don't know how to win. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't know. They're gonna keep doing what they've been doing, and things change. So when you walk in and you got to fight for it and you got to build it, you appreciate it, and you're able to learn as to what makes you successful. You're able to look at that and build on it and tweak it. People who don't have that experience, once they fall off, it's a wrap. One hit wonder, it's a wrap. But you got artists that do this all their whole career. Okay, that's not a hit. Let me come out with a hit. You don't want to be a one hit wonder that got one hot song, and then after that, you can't replicate that success because you've never went through it. You know what I'm saying? So, it's not a bad thing. Do not look at it as a bad thing. Do not. Go ahead, Marvin.
Yeah, and Michael and I we were on a shoot last Saturday, and I thought Michael did very well talking with or talking with the client. I thought he did much better than I did. And as far as talking, he seemed like he was very quick on his words, and he was able to explain things in what I thought was a great way. Because, like, for me personally, like, sometimes it really depends on how my speech is that day. Sometimes I can be more quiet than others because I'm a person who stutters, so I stutter from time to time. So a lot of times I have to be real careful with my words sometimes because I know I'm gonna stumble upon a certain word. So it makes it tough sometimes. So I'm trying to myself get better at speaking with clients and making sure I put them at ease. Cause I get so much into my head and I know exactly what I'm trying to do, but then I don't think about the fact that the client might not know what's going on. And then sometimes perhaps the less I say, the more unease the client can possibly be because they have to kind of fill in the gaps of the information I'm not providing them. They have to kind of make assumptions. So, And I thought that Michael was doing a great job at eliminating a lot of those assumptions. And he was very formal as well. He was like saying take one, and like he was like, and he was naming all the takes, and then he was like cut, take two. And I was like, and I'm more chill, especially like for a smaller shoot. It was a small simple shoot. I was like, we can just chill through this shoot, just keep this. And my thought was just to keep the camera rolling, but he was super professional, probably. Yeah.
See, there you go, Mike. See, that's what I'm saying.
Look, I'm not tooting my horn. I was his production assistant. I was trying to make him. It was his production. I was there to just be a carrier and ease the client to what we're gonna do. Like, he's in charge of he's in charge of the camera, right? I'm there. I'm just to assist to make sure that the client got to wherever he needed, and that's all I did. What he said was there somehow or another. When I talked to that client, somehow or another, I guess I was so wrong with the whole 20 that I spoke to. I can't seem to get that over the phone. But when in person, I'm all good in there.
Well, yeah, because you got half a second. The tone, if the tone is wrong, it's like click, half a second. But remember, what is the most important tool in your bag?
The personality.
Personality. It's the most important tool. I can have a personality in an iPhone and still make money. You can have a personality in a T1i. You can have a Polaroid and a personality and still make money. People will be like, nostalgia, like this is dope. We're going back to the, you know what I'm saying? Like personality is important, and it's something that we overlook jumping into business. We just want to get to the bread. Sometimes you got to work on personality. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go back and look at my first YouTube videos, hi, my name is Ty. I be talking about cameras. Please subscribe. Like, you'd be like, this dude's a joke. But it take time. You go back and look at them videos, like, I wouldn't watch me. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't watch me. So, and what's real about it is my real personality was nothing like that. I'm just trying to be something. I promise you this. And this is the realest thing ever. The video I made about if you got a camera and you broke, this is why, was me just being pissed because I put so much work in another video that didn't do nothing. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to be me. Look, bro, you probably broke and the video got 100,000 views. And I'm like, this is what y'all want? Y'all just want me to be raw and real? I can do that all day. Like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. And that's like, YouTube respects that. You all respect me being me. If you meet me in the street, I'm just like this. Probably a little more raw. Probably there's some stuff I'm not going to say that you'll probably be like, this dude's nuts.
Confirmed.
You know what I'm saying? So, I ain't gonna do it because YouTube is pulling every word. Like, oh, we gonna
Did Matthew just say confirmed?
Huh?
Did Matthew just say confirmed?
Yes.
Yeah, that's just me. Like this is me. Like, this is what you get. Like, I'm this for everybody. My mama know. My mama probably watching. She know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, my family watch. They know. I'm not different nowhere. I'm the person that's like, trust me. I'm just, I know what to be with, but this is me. Right. So, your personality is important. Don't freeze up and be this guy. I just want to, don't. Be you.
Dude, and take that compliment, dude. Like your boy was saying, like Marvin was saying, you mentioned earlier how hard you were being on yourself, right? And you're saying, like, I'm just there as a PA. No, dude, this man just gave you high accolades. Like, look, I didn't even realize Marvin was the one that was in charge of the shoot until y'all just said that. And Marvin's like, no, this dude over here, Michael, was handling business. I mean, he was a professional, cut, take one, action, boom, handling business like a professional.
He literally said, up until you tripped over the wireless lav, Mike, you did your thing.
Yeah. Up until that point.
Up until that point.
Look, I've been given a lot of negative in my life, so getting a compliment is a rarity, so I don't think of it as a compliment. You get what I'm saying?
Man. Part of being a beast is knowing you a beast.
That's right.
A part of being a beast. Look at Jamal. He's over there working with technology. Look at him. Poor guy.
I don't care if he's in 2 bits. Look at him. He don't care.
A part of being the beast is knowing that you're a beast.
You get better resolution on Tetris. Look at him. He don't care.
I thought he was playing Tetris. Like
Yeah, over there
there's a
playing
border
Frogger.
around. They didn't even giving them. They didn't even filling up the whole screen. It's just a border around it, bro. He go get his mic fixed next week and be roasting like. And you, let me tell you
Jamal, to know, I was forced to make these comments by Ty. Otherwise, I would not be a gold member. So this is. I did not want to do this.
You know, Jamal, all of us are full screen and whatnot. You over there in widescreen.
in widescreen. You over there, gosh. What was the old THX? The DVDs. Yeah, she remastered over there for DVD. Yeah.
Props to you, Jamal, for taking this, man. I gotta say, just way to hang in there, man.
He's not that he's taking it. It's a 2-minute delay. He ain't even got the joke yet. He don't know. He's still waving at what Michael said. He's like, yeah, Michael, keep making phone calls. Like, oh man, I can't with y'all tonight, bro. Oh man, I can't with y'all, bro. I gotta go. Okay, I gotta go.
Yeah, you said that like an hour ago, didn't you?
I always say that, man. I always say I gotta go. Yeah.
Just stop saying it, man. Just stop.
I don't want to just be like, bloop me out. Like that's not cool. I gotta upload this 2-hour and 40-minute podcast. Y'all gonna hear this on the podcast. So hey,
I forgot about that.
Oh, never forget. Never forget. Only person that can't forget is Jamal when he's listening back and saying, "Who are they laughing at?"
Yeah, and then it's like bloop 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 bloop. Jamal got the R2D2 sound effect going on. We're making so bad. No, Jamal, I'm gonna tell you we're making so bad. Like, there's a mic in the scene. That's what
That's the whole problem.
That's like holding an umbrella and you getting rained on. It's in the scene. That's what makes it bad. If the mic wasn't there, I'd be like, oh, okay, you know. But it's like it looked like it's a $3,000 mic just in the scene, and you lean into it, and it's like bloop 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 bloop.
And he's got the zoom. He's got the zoom too, man. He got the zoom audio recorder. What is going on?
Look at him.
No, he even got the arm. The arm tells it all.
He's looking like Joe Rogan, and then look at his falling.
The arm that I'm done.
The arm heard us talking about it.
Oh man, AV Digital, good looking out on the super chat. He said how to get small business clients without having any portfolio or small business videos, as I have concentrating on weddings. So if you're looking to go into weddings, go shoot a wedding for free. Go get with an event planner. Hold on, let me get Jamal off the screen because he won't let me take him off the screen. Go get it with a local event planner. Asking you shoot a wedding for free. Usually they'll have a photographer assigned to it. Ask if you can follow that photographer, or you can be a maybe even a second shooter, that photographer with the rights to keep the images and use them for your portfolio. Event planners. If you do anything with events, stop looking at people and go after event planners. They will just funnel all kind of jobs your way. With that being said, I got to wrap. My battery at 9%. I don't want to top out. Real quick, guys. Hey, I want to thank you all for jumping on this live with me. Y'all know Thursdays, we always have fun, man. They're always like 3 hours long. This is the first one that kind of people got to see a little bit about what happens behind the scenes. But we usually, what they don't know is sometimes we cut off live and then we go for minutes after that where we still chopping it up and having fun and cracking jokes, and the raw version come out. But that never makes the podcast, by the way.
Yeah, just stop messing with it, Jamal. We're already done, man. Just
look at Jamal still trying to. I don't know if he's smiling or if it's an emoji he's using right now. I don't know what's going on.
Emoji.
We go put it back on him for while we get ready to wrap.
Like crazy.
This guy got us. Oh man. Oh man, it's terrible, man. Listen, I want to thank everybody for definitely being on tonight. Make sure you wear your mask if that's your thing, and make sure you don't use AOL to connect. This is the result. Look at him, robot man. This is the result.
He's moving in real time, man. That's just that lag.
I don't know. Is that a taser he just held up? What is that? Yeah. So, hey, I want to see y'all. I'll see y'all. Our next live is Tuesday at 1. I don't even want to switch to my screen. I just want to keep watching him because it's hilarious. It's hilarious. Those of y'all who still watching, it's like 40 of y'all. Man, make sure y'all give the video a thumbs up. I will see y'all definitely in the next video. Hey, everybody stay up, man. I will see y'all later. Just let me log off of this computer now.
We're praying for you, Jamal.
That doggone 8-bit is taking up too much of my battery life. It's killing me. It's too much processing power on my end. You know what I'm saying?